Yes?
Lucy. It's
the mirror!
versus Lucy. We're taking a trip to Night City to kick things off here.
Hey, listen, coming through with the mirror match, the perfect way to start.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
her intro's so cool, though. And the music, as heavy pile bunker and neutral enjoy. That's me too. $2.50 coming through.
This is exciting. There's no way I would have rather seen this start. Incredible potential between the two. Obviously, as we've talked about this character a little bit pre-stream, but getting into it, very good DP. Honestly, has a great way to be able to steal turns. Good staggered pressure, potentially coming off of a +1 close slash. Has a lot of upside.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, she feels like a rushdown version of Testament, right? This like short circuit state really is just Stain State with a different name. The way that it stuns the opponent and allows you to combo off of them.
Straight away, close the distance, is able to go straight into the RC OTGs and sets it up again. And because we have the short circuit applied, able to convert off the throw. Beautiful setup there.
Yeah, now creating a little bit of space here. You have the life lead, don't need to do anything too crazy, but does get clipped by the 2S into the charge. Charged again.
Oh no, flipped in for the cross up there. YRC ends up putting us in a little bit of a bad spot. Has to burst to maintain momentum and kind of an awkward stagger there at the end.
Yeah, unfortunate, but still, look at how long that // reaches, hacking you and yourself right now.
And honestly, that is the layout we've seen from so many people. Going triple contagion with that extra counter hit, with the universe counter hit, seems to be the go-to play as we were talking about, Jobber.
It is. It's obviously, it's the very early, right? So people are going to go for the high damage confirms that they can get with the quick hack. So it makes a lot of sense. We'll see if players try to explore other options there, like the risk and the invisibility. But right now, it's all about damage.
See, spaced out well from there. Dashes up with the 6P. 6P again to stop the instant air dash, which can be difficult. Lucy has a very quick instant air dash, as we talked about a little bit before, too.
Her gun is pretty nice as well, getting that triple shot on the gun, but you can't duck under it. Oh no, getting caught with the mortal counter off of the press. There's the quick hat once again, just 4 contagions.
So we'll take our damage where we can get it, just like you said, but the JH able to find the mark here, gets that extra conversion, and again, the triple, the quad contagion, excuse me.
Just mashing on it, but there's the 6P into the wire. Tries to go for the flip kick. Very reminiscent of Giovanna. She feels like a mix of a lot of different characters, right? A lot of familiarity here, but still something new.
Oh, good timing on the mash there. // ends up working out beautifully as we go for the DP. 2S for the whip punish, but no follow-up.
Yeah, with a character that moves this fast, the range on her slash normals is absolutely massive. Going in for the flip kick there. And the gunshot!
Listen, you're whipping DP from full screen. I'm pulling that thing. I respect that. That's definitely the right choice here. Obviously, it is crouchable, but I feel like it's one of the most annoying projectiles I've run into. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't feel broken. It is extremely frustrating to move around, though. I will say that.
And good for just closing out rounds like that, right? You can send out 3 shots at one time or just 1. Keep your opponent on their toes. Only downside of it is the sound. It sounds like a pea shooter, bro.
No, I love the sound design is perfect.
Just pew.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice. Gets the fully charged wire on the OTG.
Yeah, applying that short circuit, the most important thing there. Doesn't leave you with the greatest possible mix-up, but high potential. Go straight in once again. That's that string I was talking about. The double S into the 2H. Trying to go for the whip afterwards can be a very effective way to stagger in those mid-ranges.
Yeah, you gotta be careful pulling out that gun in the mid-range as well, too. We saw that 2S actually blow up the gun attempt. Now all the way in the corner. Nice backdash into the 2S, baiting out that DP.
That movement speed is too damn high. Putting things into perspective a little bit here. Looks for the jump in. FD saves the day for us a little bit as we get another conversion, another stack of contagion.
So still smoking. Sees one last mix, and the instant overhead with the JH is going to be able to close out the round there for Claye.
Neutral jumping against her on Wake Up is a little scary, though, because that DP does have some great range, as well as, you know, the potential threat of the super, which is not the greatest, but still, the DP being as good as it is makes up for it more than anything.
absolutely. All right, 2S trying to go for the flip kick. That was a great just defend there as well. Unfortunately, unable to get any kind of a punish because of the RC.
Dash up, 6P. Not gonna work out. Tries to, okay, we're trying to read these instant air dashes back. We have the movement speed to be able to close the distance. Definitely the right idea, but unfortunately misspaced a couple times here. But with RadioRedMage finding that hit again, we're able to dial things up.
Oh, but gets caught in the backdash there. Trying to go for the 2S. So much push out as well. Not easy to actually punish. Big whip punish. A counter hit actually after the 2S.
Woo, such a smart deflect shield, but dashes straight into suppressor here. First instance of the cloaking potentially as we go for the burst.
I think Cloak is underrated. The fact that you can use Quick Hack in the middle of neutral, right, and actually put these debuffs on your opponent is massive.
All I'm saying is if you can't block Tap Dust normally, when she's partially invisible, there's no chance.
Yeah, no, it's over.
I give you a 0%er on that one.
Invisibility into counter hit, that actually sounds kind of nasty. And now just trying to feel each other out here, looking for that final touch. Beautiful backdash, but the close slash comes out just too fast. 7 frame startup, 6 active frames as well. It's a pain in the ass to backdash.
Boy, nice whip punish there. Bit of an overextension. OTG's with the 2K and has to run up for the throw afterwards. Easy conversion from there and looping that short circuit.
Sent straight through the wall. And now again, creating a little bit of that space. RadioRedMage doing a good job remaining in control. Fully charged. Yep, get the guard crush. Gonna be able to put the pressure on. Woo!
Oh, stacked up the contagions. Couldn't find the hit. Mixed themselves up with the walk under.
Fortunate. And here we go, Quick Hack again. Look, Proxy, there's a reason why Contagion is first on the list.
It's just, sometimes simple is best, and just being able to add extra damage, it doesn't add any thought to your game plan. You kind of just run the way that you wanted to here. As you can see, RadioRedMage dashed up for the throw, ends up getting the trade. Anything will do it, and we do manage to close it with that quick gap closer.
Yeah, but that's going to be 2-0 right now in RadioRedMage's favor, doing a really good job just controlling the neutral, right? That's where it's really all coming down to. Both of them have pretty good pressure, have good combo confirms. It all just ends up on who is getting those whiff punishes, and Lucy's whiff punish game is proving to be pretty substantial here early on in Stride.
Hibiscus in chat says they're overrating Contagion. I think most people are overrating it. Again, it's just the simplest one to use. So in the earlier stages, just being able to guarantee get some extra damage while running your normal game plan is like really, really effective. So I definitely agree with you. I don't even think Contagion's the best one, but it is the simplest one to apply.
Yeah, it's the combo one, right? Yep. And everyone so far, you know, it's like the full resources, spend everything, right? It's week 1 of Lucy, so people want to go for the combo, the big damage option.
Well, yeah, once we get to the point where we have routes in mind for the risk gauge crank, I think we're going to see that exclusively. That's my hard read, honestly.
Especially with the changes to risk. Now when risk goes all the way up, you actually just die.
100% agreed.
All right, there's the burst. Trying to go for the dash attack, but not going to work out.
Extra counter hit applied. Contagion continues to come through. Went for the jump over. Should clear it. No, it wasn't high enough.
And gets the pick up there with the 2S. Wait, I'm shocked that didn't just go into the IK. That was 100 meter, right?
Did they have 100? Maybe it was just a little bit over
afterwards.
Might have just been a little over the threshold.
Oh, here we go into the throw. Yeah, it had to have been just a little bit of health over. You gotta be real low on health then for it to actually insta-kill.
Well, I think it factors in the, I don't know this, I think it factors in the wall damage also, so if on the wall, I think it's more likely to crack.
Oh, okay.
Because I've seen it crack on the wall almost exclusively, which maybe it's just a coincidence.
Sense.
I might just be making shit up.
Oh.
Who knows, right?
Not making up this, though. Drops the super, launched too high on the 2H. That is tragic.
Oi, 2S found it again, drops the combo, but runs it straight back. Another 2S, another round, just barely managing to survive here. A round apiece, and RadioRedMage still threatening the set, though.
Nen coming through with the sub. Welcome back, just in time. We're still in game number 1 here, or match number 1, I should say. The Lucy mirror, JS gonna connect. The reel-in is so nasty.
Dude, that JS is such a good air-to-air too. Reminiscent of the Kai JS. Dashed up. Throw attempt a little obvious, but it's not gonna matter. Still manages to get the break.
Again, with this life lead, just going for those whiff punishes. The counter hit into the contagion. Might actually be enough to secure the kill here, and it is.
And that's a little bit more of the application of the contagion that we want to see. Gets the 5K and is able to extend that combo a bit further. Is Raven still like just
Raven's kind of a bad guy. Kind of a bad guy. We'll see. We'll see what they end up doing maybe in 2.00.
Right away, though, we're going to get into the next match here. Lucy back on the screen one more time with Scary coming through with a character who was a massive winner in the patch, in my opinion. Millia looking very, very strong in the current state of affairs.
Yeah, Scary is right, because that's exactly what Millia is in this version. There is no downplaying this character anymore. She is a monster. And you're seeing just quick movement speed here, too. Lucy with a movement speed very comparable to Millia's, actually.
But for now, things not looking too good. It's going to be able to get the wall break here. Not quite enough. Doesn't get the super, actually. Missed input, but it doesn't matter. Wakes up with the super just to answer.
But the JS is going to be able to connect. Perfect to kick things off with ScaryEsquire.
Double cross up there, you hate to see it. 50% of your life already off the table. Scary's gonna go for the backdash, entices the whiff and gets the 6B.
Oh, but good patience here too from Esquire. JS gonna be able to connect. Look at that pickup, there's the burst. They countered on the 2S. Oh no, but tried way too hard to bait out the burst there from ScaryEsquire. Bro, what is happening?
This character is such a nightmare to have to deal with here. The movement speed is too much. And again, like you said, try too hard to bait the burst when your opponent is definitely going to live the hit and you don't have the resources to threaten them and they have max resources for the next interaction. I think a lot of the times it's pretty safe to just run your combo. Just get your damage, do what you need to do. That's a situation where people are almost always going to save their resource.
100%, I absolutely agree with you, but man, we're already seeing the S-top buff in full effect. That move is so scary to deal with now. Not only that, but I mean, Millia's stocks have gone up just because a lot of her bad matchups got nerfed, right? So that alone makes her a scary character with the regular damage of the game coming down a little bit too, thanks to the nerfs to the risk gauge. Yeah, Millia's in a really strong place, and look at that start.
Yeah, and we haven't even seen Artemis yet, which I think is one of the biggest changes too. The chicken leg is kind of ridiculous on the patch, being able to get the combos without needing to spend as many resources here. Just using it to break the wall this time though.
Oh, but there's the fast fall. Is going to get tossed. Oh, I like that. Faking out the mono wire and going for the 2K2D.
Well, actually beat out the 6P, that extra touch of movement. Incredible stuff. Gets the hit with the counter hit 2D. Look at the damage. Artemis to kill. Doesn't even need the super.
Oh, Artemis is so juiced in this version of the game. Big pickup. Gets the OTG with the close slash. That's exactly what you want, though. Want to keep your opponent in the corner so you can get more mix. That was a crazy dash through proxy.
That was just too many layers. Everything getting a bit messy. Scary continuing to do it exactly how you need to. Gets the just block on the cross up there. Maybe was expecting the double cross.
And another perfect here for ScaryEsquire. I know I said it earlier, but this is scary. This is terrifying.
Listen, Millia unchecked. Honestly, legit, I need more DP. I need more DP from Lucy here. It has a great hitbox, great vertical hitbox, has a small hitbox behind her as well. So even depending on timing, you can catch them even when they go for cross-ups. We got to let it rip.
I want to see more of that. I also want to see some more YRCs, right? YRC is really interesting in this patch with the guaranteed pushback now. But for a lot of characters, that can put them in really strong ranges. For Lucy, it puts her right in 2S range, right? So if your opponent tries to move at all, they're going to have to eat that 2S. Oh, no punish there on the Iron Savior block.
Again, double cross up, not going to work out. Looks for far slash, delays on the follow up here. It's the RC into the close slash once again.
Oh my god, another fastball. The use of fastball here has been so incredible from Esquire. PRC, save yourself. Oh, the movement. The movement is insane. Just like the $20 coming through from Gummy into the Matcherino. The donation to Jack, that's crazy.
Okay, short circuit. Flat on the moment. YRC used by the Millia here and uses all of that movement. Move from corner to half screen without interacting in the slightest. That's crazy.
Oh, and the Capella in the air is going to catch and get that one hit that ScaryEsquire needed. There we go. Nice. Able to take your soul, at least half of it. Goes for the mono wire feint once again. Another big pickup through the wall. Positive bonus now for ScaryEsquire. Things are not looking too good for GrandmastaJ. We do need to see more of those DPs. This air throw is a start.
Oh, close touch there as well. 2H potentially a big option as well. Committal, but you know, gotta throw some stuff out here and there. S-Disc not gonna work out. There's a great way to get the punish here, but still alive is Scary.
Yeah, unfortunately had already committed to the follow-up, but there you go! Off of the BRC routing, GrandmastaJ staying away from a flat line.
Ooh, too little air to air. Look getting the gold burst, 2K 2D, safe and simple. Pushes the body back into the disc. The air dash height there was so sick and is able to get the full follow-up.
Another positive bonus here, right back into neutral. That's perfectly fine for Millia. JH is going to get a pick. Isn't able to bait the burst. Gotta be careful swinging out these far slashes, right? They have a lot of recovery on them. Plenty of room for ScaryEsquire to go for those whip punishes. Oh, yep, there we go into the RC. Doesn't even need the super meter, and ScaryEsquire is gonna zero GrandmastaJ with a 3-0. But his name is Eddie. His name is Eddie.
It's the Zabubu. I do not care. There's no Eddie Labubu joke that rolls off the tongue as good as Zabubu, so it's just, it has to happen.
Eddie Labubu sounds like Jabba the Hutt speaking.
Literally. Oh no, but this is facing off against the matchup that Tene was having a bit of trouble with in that stage. Actually did get second place in FlyQuest to Danny, so he's gonna have to face off against that Kai Kisuke. Kai, the king, bro. I don't want to 100% commit to it, but this character is unbelievable in the current stage.
Nah, bro, I'ma say it. He's number one. He's top one. Top one, top two at worst. But right now, Jonathan Tene is on top, taking the first round against Cheese.
2S attempted right away, pushes away with the drunkard. Nice little. Okay, was trying to bait something there. Didn't quite have it, though.
Yeah, one of the big changes here, one of the most consequential changes to Zato as well, outside of his new special move, is the fact that now whenever Burst comes out, or at least when Gold Burst hits, Eddie just comes back where he got hit from the Gold Burst, right? So Eddie being able to top him off a lot more is very beneficial.
Oh,
look at that
wires. No! Didn't get the follow-up the way they needed to. Super unfortunate. 5K into the dash up. I thought it was going to be double 5K. Usually that's what you see for the media, as you can see on that one.
Absolutely. Oh, trying to poke at that bar slash. Nice for the invite hell. Send out little Eddie, but gets sniped immediately into a Futhray arc. Shock state's on. Good use of a pose. Uh-oh, there he is!
Did manage to get the trade. Unfortunately, ran out of time on his Eddie gauge at that point. Nice use of the drunkard, though.
And nice use of the invite hell there. Looked like it might have caught a backdash from Cheese, able to close out the first game.
Yeah, so far dialing things up well. Has only really gotten to use that the Zabubu one time, but as you can see, I think the strongest part of it to me is that it doesn't count as an Eddie action to your gauge. So while it still will drain if your Eddie was in the middle of something, when you actually commit to it, it doesn't take a chunk as if doing like Pierce or a pose or drill, you know. which is really, really good, I think.
It allows you to use your Eddie gauge where you want Eddie to be, right? You don't have to spend the gauge just to get him there, and that's absolutely massive for Zato's pressure, especially leading to the sandwich situations where he's really proficient. Oh, great jump over. Oh, nice! Just the 2K, not going for the 2D.
Amorphous. I always forget how much it does. Pretty decent damage on the chunk. Straight away gets the summon, drills into the corner, and the throw with the frog. That has been that's the new classic coming up as we get the fast RC into the command throw.
Yeah, welcome back, Zato. This character is he is not bad at all in this patch, I don't think.
Yeah,
definitely helps again that. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm not willing to commit to say that he's like real good now, but he's moved up the list. Zato-1 no longer for sure.
Oh, look at that! Actually dropping Eddie behind Cheese and utilizing a pose just to be able to get out of the corner. That's fantastic.
Oh man, that sequence actually disgusting. Gets the 2S into the frog once again.
JD is gonna connect. Dash on in, gonna break the wall, this time with sword to get that Eddie gauge fully charged. And then the run-up throw into the OTG, and absolutely, you are correct, Sixum. The fact that Eddie comes back a lot faster is the most consequential change for him. That was one of the biggest things, was he just couldn't have, like, when you killed Eddie, it took so long for Eddie to come up, and Eddie Zato is barely a character, right? So just buffing Eddie, making Eddie be on screen more often, that makes Zato way more viable.
Also, you're not seeing it in this matchup, but the drunkard change just feels good. It feels like it should have been like that the whole time.
Yeah, now just being able to, you know, just use it as a shield essentially against projectiles that aren't reflectable. You know?
Yeah, it's like you have like a 15 frame window, I think.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's pretty good. Just like that, using it effectively. 2S gets the interruption. Quick on the high-low, and it's just barely going to get Eddie back in time after the burst.
Oh, there it is, the People's Elbow getting the burst out of Jonathan Tene and sliding on in with that newly buffed Stun Dipper.
I like that they gave it hard knockdown, and I like that they fixed, well, not fixed, but changed it to where it always works all the time. They did not need to do both. Kai bros, listen, I have been playing Kai only this patch. We didn't need both. I'm happy we have both. We didn't need both.
Hey, I can't say anything because I was championing the hard knockdown thing for the longest time. Oh, but there we go. TP out 5K, just a little too early, unfortunately. Needed to delay it just a bit there to get the block.
Little flash sets into plus frames here. A little predictable in the sequence there. Nice starter from max distance.
Oh my god. Yep, keep the shock state on. That's really important there, utilizing the Sacred Edge. Oh my god. Oh, help.
Yeah, unfortunately, nobody to help you here. 2H sends him to the heavens. Luckily, he still has time for the burst, but dashes into the invite hell. Gets the clash and has time to block after the RC.
Yep, it still has Eddie Gage left as well. There he goes. Leap is going to catch the jump, and that's going to be it. Tene takes it.
The robot Mayhead on the... Hold on. Robo Mayhead on Kai's body might go crazy.
You're kind of
might go crazy.
This match is about to go crazy too. RedDitto versus Tenack in a top 48 qualifier. The Ramlethal Valentine mirror match. This character got hit, and she deserved it.
Oh yeah, definitely some big changes here. Certainly has survived, but just a little bit more different, a little bit different implementation. 2D, the big change, obviously, as well as the sword throw follow-ups and activity on certain moves as well. So a lot of things to adjust to here, but RedDitto looks to have adjusted just fine, it seems.
Yeah, one of the big nerfs to her, obviously, to that JH, right? It basically got chopped off, but her 5H still really good to just swing out.
Yeah. Flip, cycling through things so well. Positive bonus, but a 2S to be able to completely save ourselves.
Fighting back with that JS. JS is going to be the real go-to button now because JH is nerfed. Here we go, sent through the wall with the windshield wipers.
Huge shots, by the way, to Damn coming through with the $10 contribution to that Matcherino as well. Appreciate you a ton as the Matcherino continues to grow. Thank you so much to everybody who is supporting tonight in this first TNS tournament of the new patch. I'm so glad we got to let it settle a little bit so everyone gets to show up their stuff.
That's what I love. I love that we're on Monday nights and the patches usually drop on Tuesdays or Thursdays. It's fantastic.
Yeah, everybody gets a weekend to like get their lives in order, which is definitely cool here. As Ditto takes that first game out of the way.
Yeah, not missing a beat here. Obviously feeling very comfortable with the new Ram already. Tenack as well, right?
What should the next guest character be? I'm gonna think about that.
Nicholas D. Wolfwood from Trigun. Trigun's getting a new season.
I can't believe you just snapped that off instantly. That was
It's what I've wanted for a long time, bro. He would slot right in.
Oh, a couple massive connections there. Burst ends up being forced out. Does manage to win the footsies a little bit here with these punishes, but can't turn it into anything. RedDitto defensively is able to show off that nerf to the JH a little bit. That completely whiffed from Tenack and the jump in there.
Now it's going to be a positive bonus for RedDitto. BRC4 to try and establish a little bit of pressure. Claw back with that momentum. Oh my god, the damage here. Even with the no sword Mortabad though, doing a nice little chunk.
And the windshield vipers into the close slash. Everything coming up our way here. Relatively even resources going into the next round as we straight up commit to the jump. The interesting situation that RedDitto ends up getting the better of.
Yeah, gets the throw in the corner too, and that very late low to the ground. JS working out beautifully, getting that burst out of Tenack. Straight through the wall. It's been all RedDitto so far. Tenack with no burst to save them is really unfortunate.
I see y'all talking about triple Z characters for guest characters. If they put Billy in, I'm done. I quit. I'm good, I think.
Look, we can't have two cyberpunk adjacent characters.
I think I'm totally good if Billy gets put in. Oh, 2S a bit too far. Nice whip punish.
Oh, big whip punish once again there. Both of them just trying to swing that 5H. But here comes the Calvados. How much damage? Ooh, nice jump.
Snare dash in the double JPs. Oh, tries for the whip punish. Had the right idea.
That was really interesting. Going for the RC and using the sword to actually ground bounce.
Okay. Getting the burst out just in time. Swords both back in hand. Has plenty of meter here. Goes for the double jump, and BRC's out of the corner. The slowdown on the JS. Wow.
Absolutely phenomenal work there from RedDitto. Clive from Final Fantasy? Why would they put him in a fighting game, bro?
I'm down. He worked out well in his other games, you know.
In what? Here we go, jumping into the very next match. RedDitto up 2-0 here, looking incredibly strong. Look, chat, I wanted Vash in as well, but I feel like Vash and Happy Chaos are too similar of a function. So Wolfwood is the next best bet. There's nothing like Wolfwood in the game.
Try to whip punch with the rock here, ends up forcing a bit of an approach. 6P, a pretty easy answer from there. It just full sends the Rekkas and gets the hit.
So much damage. G-Kin's coming through with the sub. There's the 5K BRC. Just spending everything to secure the round. One more round away from victory.
Oh, that little delay was waiting for something. Air throw finds the mark. The distance is closed, and again was trying to bait something hard there.
Oh no. Still not enough to get the kill, though.
Oh no, and there it is finally. RedDitto, it felt like we were hard baiting the throw again and again, and finally they bite on the last interaction. Dagger counter hits, being able to go for cancel dolphin and potentially extend combos, as well as, you know, just have more time to go for the stuff you normally go for, as well as the far S changes. A lot of big things for this character, which, again, another one of those characters, I don't know if she needed it. She was already pretty good.
Yeah, already pretty good, but not a whole lot of people played her, especially in the US, right? So we'll have to see if that's going to change with some of these changes. So far, I mean, we got the mirror match going on. Insert, unfortunately, stuck in the corner. There's the overhead kiss.
Quick cut through with the triple C world, 50 meter, still available here. Jassu with the jump in, plenty of meter to be able to expand. It's going to be a quick RC, but a nice block from Insert.
Are we going coast to coast? Absolutely. Oh my lord, Yamada coming from the wall break.
Luckily lives the Yamada-san. Close slash 2S gets the throw on the punish. A beautiful choice there to secure the first round.
Yo, interesting that they did give her 2S a stagger on counter hit, especially with the changes to stagger, right? Where stagger is now kind of like guard break, but on hit, it just is like super plus. You don't actually have to press out of it.
Had the double close slashes, and that grappler style ends up working out well. 6H not gonna find the mark twice in a row, but there we go. Quick little connection.
Ooh, fast RC into the 6K. He is going to catch the backdash, though, and the burst is actually going to put Jassu into the corner.
Oh no, and look at the damage. It's the worst starter you can deal with here. Fast RC, but we jump away. A beautiful jump back in the corner, and what a side swap.
Oh, that was insane! And that's just the delayed close slash, the most delayed close slash you could imagine. Caught Insert flinching.
Dude, on the, oh no, and the anti-air, you hate to see it. Look at the life bar just absolutely melt. Almost built the 50 meter in this situation as well. Positive bonus is gonna make this massive.
Yeah, that's 100 tension on the horizon here. And that fast RC right off the bat, look at that 75 tension, gets the RC into the 6P, almost blocks the burst.
Okay, SEAL team coming through, 5K into the Dolphin, seals the turn, but it's a touch too far in RC with no follow-up's gonna put us in a really bad spot here as it's the double dash up throw to secure our victory.
A hell of a start mashing on that 5H. That is a god normal. Whew.
Is this a hot take? Mei is really cool. I understand why people would not like her, but Mei is sick in this game.
She is. I can't even pretend she's not. Live and Yearn is also a crazy name. You know what? Proxy, every Guilty Gear character is cool, to be honest with you. I'm tired of pretending they're not. Even Bedman. There's the burst.
Low side attempt. 5H gets the jump away, and even with the 5H whipping, we still get to just mash the 5P. That's so sick.
And the fully charged 6H to break the wall. And now right back into neutral again. We're not seeing a whole lot of the Totsugeki spam that you normally see from a lot of Mei players, right? They recognize that the disjointed normals are going to be enough to press out of that.
Jason said put SpongeBob in Strive. Listen, this is exactly the character you get to play as in Battle for Bikini Bottom. Don't even update the graphics. I'm down. Nice 6H to finish the confirm, by the way.
I'm sorry, bro. SpongeBob's already in this game. You're looking at him right here. This is a SpongeBob-ass character, complete with the sea animal. Oh, just defend there. Now we're starting to see more of the Totsugekis coming up. You see those preempted 5Hs, right? 5H of that disjointed hitbox trying to catch the Totsugekis.
Air-to-air attempt is not going to go our way. Quick landing from Insert there. The good block on the empty low as well.
Oh, faster seeing the 6K. Still hasn't hit yet. It's a little bit on the slower side. Oh, my... Bro, that cut out my sound and just, like, freezed my screen.
Listen, the IMAX viewing experience when you get hit with certain counter hits, bro. Quick little RC gets the follow-up. The charge is still not enough, though. 3K, do it. It wouldn't have worked. I would have died.
It's all right. You can take those risks. Insert still with a decent life lead here at the moment. For now, at least. And there's the trade.
Oh, and those trades just become too deadly in the moment. Insert managing to come down with another one here, but it's been so back and forth, so close at every turn.
Bro, these mirror matches are pretty insane so far. I love to see a mirror match, like, in patch, right? You get to see both players really interact with the new changes, see who's adapting quicker than the other. It's a whole lot of fun. And especially May mirror matches are a bloodbath.
It's definitely goofy. I mean, obviously that's like that's a trend in Guilty Gear, right? Characters have a little bit of trouble dealing with their own brand of BS a lot of the time here. Again, you can see here, these jumping normals are a huge thorn in the side so far for both players.
All right, just gets the 5P into that 3K. Stun Dipper at home, but there's the 6P on the Dolphin. Bye-bye.
Oh, and off the overhead kiss, you already know. Actually drops the combo here in the corner. You hate to see it, but still manages to get the pickup on the quick follow-through. And that actually does enough.
Right. Jassu staying alive here. Able to get the overhead kiss. Beautiful conversion and the wall break for the positive bonus. Now we can start getting a little bit more aggressive there with the Dolphins.
Oh my god, the clashes and they both come in. Super scary situation. Ends up coming up Jassu's way, but still doesn't get the kill. Insert alive, and it's never over till it's over with this character. Look at the damage. One interaction for both players.
Oh my god, the 6P back though. So risky to go for there, but a 5H to blow up the throw attempt proxy. Is it enough?
Ooh. Ends up finishing things off, takes the round around a piece. A burst lead though, potentially going to be massive going into the later stages. Nice little shimmy attempt, but Insert doesn't bite.
Oh, nice punish there too on the up Dolphin. Be a little too predictable on that approach in the air. May is the queen of the skies, but she also has some fantastic anti-air normals.
Oh, he finds the cross up there too, safe and solid, straight into the 6S, excuse me, and brings it back to mid-screen, which is so smart. Sends it back to mid-screen for the mix-up again, knowing that we're not going to get the wall stick and we're not going to give them another burst. I love the decision-making there, especially having a resource lead. You don't need the positive bonus there. You just need to facilitate another touch. That was so smart.
Absolutely phenomenal work here. Jassu able to stay alive, get another chance here at victory, but still has to climb the rest of this mountain. A reverse 3-0 in the mirror.
Duel 1.
I hope May wins. I'm a May main. She's so fun. Oh,
I love when she says Totsugeki.
feels good. 6P working wonders there. 5K not going to get the follow-up. Had a potential for a whip punish there. Went for the cancel on Mr. Dolphin.
Oh, nice. 5K. To the 6H. Big pickup, and there's the burst. Kind of a risky hero burst here, and it is not going to pay off at all, Proxy. Horrible position for Insert to be in.
I think spending it in the later stages of that round, I think is still okay, because you're definitely going to be able to get another full burst. So, you know, it's worth the risk, I'd say. But like you said, sometimes your heroics don't quite go your way.
Dash up harassing with the 5Ps here. Trying to catch the startup of those slow buttons, right? Like 5H.
There's so much meteor. Finally starts to spend it a little bit here. Trying to up back as best we can. SEAL Team 6 tries to come through. It's a back throw to turn the situation on its head. Having to deal with the defense now is Jassu. Half a burst still available, and off the clash, we continue to mash.
But able to swap sides here. Goes for a little bit of a jump. There's the gold burst. creating that space, but gets clipped by the JH. Isn't able to get the full pickup there, and Shamu comes out.
Oh, and because of the side switch, because of the killer whale, you have time to charge the 6H. The routing is disgusting, and it's a round apiece again.
All right, but there's the JH into the jump. Ooh, nice. Able to secure that counter hit. There's the anti-air close slash, those beautiful grounded normals.
Oh, I love the decision there on the mix-up. Good FD from Insert, though. Save yourself a lot of a headache as we facilitate a whip punish there. FD builds us just enough room.
Oh, this is such a scary spot right now. Great life lead here for Jassu. Doesn't need to overextend at all. What a delay, though. JH counter hit. Get the wall break. No, they had the burst. That was very, very good there from Insert, not allowing Jassu to actually get the positive bonus, keeping them locked down, keeping burst locked away from them as well.
Throw, another chance. 2H. Trying to swing for max distance. Gets the JP! Is that enough is the question here. It's looking like it's going to be just enough. Oh!
The air throw compromised to a permanent, and Insert moves on 3-1.
You know, maybe weren't so good.
She's got some esports buttons now, so
yeah.
I think we will be seeing her in the future. But right now, speak of the devil, and they will appear. It's going to be A.B.A. Pearlbot coming in with the A.B.A. Really want to stay at your house.
In with the close slash, goes for the follow-up. Burst is chosen as we take the shots, actually. Slows things down a little bit. I like that decision.
I like the burst here as well. So A.B.A. got some interesting changes as well. One of the scariest ones being that now when she throws you while she's in Jealous Rage, she no longer loses any of her Jealous Rage meter.
The break here. Applies that short circuit. Opportunity here with the 5K. That's something that we didn't see from some of these other Lucy players. I'm really glad SQ is implementing Hold That Thought as we get Jealous again with the super.
Yep, right into the Dante. Immediately baits out the DP as well. It's still even gonna punish from what felt like nearly full screen after that backdash proxy.
He cuts through the key twice in a row, though. Half a Jealous Gauge still left to be able to potentially use. In with the super, of course, gonna try and brute force it. Oh, and even there is able to get the throw, and potentially, even if that throw didn't kill, could have shown off one of the new buffs. The throw not draining, her not losing as much jealousy during that is actually potentially big.
Yeah, it's
more time to be jealous.
Yep, 100%. More uptime is always very scary. Oh! Nice pickup. Goes for the 2P immediately to keep the pressure rolling. I love how you get the visual cue on Lucy herself also when the opponent is in short circuit. It's just a clean punish. Oh, the gunshot! But chat, pay attention if you haven't. Whenever the opponent is hit with the mono wire and they're put into the short circuit state, Lucy actually gets a little pop-up in front of her eye.
I see y'all talking about it, by the way. I'm not sure if Paluna's in today. I really hope they are, though, because that would be ridiculous to get to see that Dizzy. But follow up here with the key grab. Extra bit of pressures. We're going to go for the transformation. We're all into the super. And last time it was deflect shield. This time tries to believe in the defense, but believing in defense against A.B.A. is always a losing draw.
Yeah, now look at the Jealous Rage meter here. Plenty of resources for Pearlbot. Going straight into the lockdown super once again. Even more pressure. Fuzzy's going to be able to connect. Tried to bait out the burst to no avail.
Boy, 6B at perfect spacing. Gets the close dash. Actually catches the backdash there on the timing. Sees the charge because of the actual the freeze frame.
Oh, and gets the throw as well. Look at that. Taking your meter. Preventing you from gaining your meter. Uh-oh, but backdash is caught. Not quite enough to get the kill, though. Dude, SQ is fishing for any kind of a counter hit here. So close to building up that meter. Goes for the instant overhead, but no one home.
again, spacing things out so well. I was going to say abusing the range difference here against that normal A.B.A, but there it is. Able to get the swing. Committal, but well worth it in the moment. A pixel of life left. A trade's all you need.
And I see chat asking about why the tension gauge was red. So whenever Lucy uses the quick hack for pacify, what she does is she's nerfing how much tension you gain. So SQ is a fan of using it to prevent the opponent from building any meter in neutral. And meter is king in this game, right? Your resources are so strong.
I think you can afford 3 of them. I think you can cast it 3 times. So I think if it casts 3 times, I think you just don't gain meter.
Yeah, it's a lot. Think about like season 1 Dragon Install Kai, how much he gained no meter. You remember that?
Yeah.
Right, there's 6P gonna be blocked.
Oh, attempts to close the distance there, but a nice DP is not going to matter too much here as we go for the uninstall, and you already know what the situation is going to be. Straight back into the jealousy and completely closing it out. A max bar going through the wall now.
Max bar, if you get hit once, it's over. But SQ recognizes that, so doesn't want to be in the defensive scenario, is taking the fight to pearlbot. Trying to go for that 2S on the back dash, is going to get caught.
Oy, and all it takes from there is a dash up into an OTG, easy peasy. Get even farther ahead here, pearlbot potentially taking a big lead, but for now, SQ is going to be the one initiating. Decent damage as we get to the corner.
Ooh, nice stomp. That key grab staying safe. Now, once again, the party has started, but SQ is doing a really good job of taking the fight to pearlbot whenever pearlbot just goes straight into Jealous Rage in neutral.
Oy, off of this one, Contagion and everything else. Finally coming off here, forces the burst back into the corner. Reversal timing on something there, but it does not work out, and with a short circuit already applied, pretty easy confirm off the throw there.
Monowire is such a cool move. I love the fact that you can charge it up 3 different levels. That even on block, if you fully charge it, you get your opponent in short circuit.
I will say one thing that I learned is that when you start charging it, once you like breach into charging for the next phase, you can't release it until you make it to the next phase. So like if you go from uncharged to medium charge, I think you're locked in for 32 frames until the medium charge version.
That's really interesting, actually.
I think it's 32. It's 30 something.
I know online and ranked, I've been hella mashing on that.
Oh, yeah, dude, like a maniac.
Pearlbot, a maniac here right now as well, getting the wall break and taking another game of 2-0 against SQ's Lucy.
Oh, so far, it's looking like, it feels like if A.B.A ever gets to get a neutral or better transformation off, the round just ends. Like, not to say that Lucy is helpless, but this just seems, I don't know what Lucy does other than just committing with DP to really handle the type of pressure, type of aggression, type of way that A.B.A can kind of brute force things. So far, it's looked rough.
It is really rough, especially because her DP is not the greatest, right? It reminds me a lot of like a Exert Sin DP, that grounded DP that doesn't have the biggest hitbox.
Yeah, I thought it had a better vertical hitbox, but somebody did correct me in chat earlier, and I looked it up. It's actually not very good vertical either. I've just been apparently hitting people sticking buttons out.
I mean, it's nice to have a DP in general, but again, against A.B.A, if you commit to that, we already saw the backdash in the very first game, right?
Yeah.
But nice with the dash attack. Able to get the wall break here. It is going to take the opponent out of, I was about to say, shock state.
Plenty of time to jump away on that one. Gets the hit, goes straight in for the hack. Maximum Contagion is going to be able to get the follow-ups and secure the kill guaranteed in a moment here as SQ finally starting to establish themselves a little bit here. She's doing a good job of being able to stay in this and potentially take this game.
Yeah, those are the situations where I really like Contagion, right? In the situations where you need to crush your opponent's guts. It works out incredibly well. Leading a bit more into the gun here. You noticing that? It's actually working out, just whittling down pearlbot bit by bit at full screen.
Oh, but after the close slash, dashes up with 5K. Quick little dodge, but hesitation. Misses a whip punish, and it's going to be a reversal super for pearlbot.
Yeah, right into Jealous Rage, but not a whole lot of meter remaining. If you, yeah, you're uninstalling. I think that's it. SQ just has so much life, so much meter. Gonna pacify you as well to prevent any meter gain.
Yeah, triple pacify.
Oh.
Good luck, gamer. You can't even really FD things at this point.
Takes the meter away too. You see that? On those FDs, you get nothing.
I mean, that's the way to beat this character. If you can catch her with no jealousy and no meter, triple pacify really just seals the deal. Like, especially because of the change, right? The jump doesn't low crush as aggressively, so I feel like a lot of like these mid-range pokey buttons like the 2S potentially could be even stronger than they potentially would have been before.
No, you're 100% spot on with that. And I think SQ is starting to realize that more as the set goes on, right? We're already seeing those adjustments come to fruition. Uh-oh. But again, I mean, you can make all the adjustments you want. Sometimes you just end up losing rounds against A.B.A when she gets the train rolling.
Dude, the noise, it sounds like something from like GoldenEye 64, dude.
Silence Revolver.
You know what I'm talking about? Come on, man.
Oh, gets the counter hit. Yep, with that 5K follow-up. Blocks the super. It goes for the punish, too, before the second hit comes out.
Oh, nice tech. Saves yourself a lot of headache. Gets the charge, gets the follow-up throw, and it is not quite enough breaking the wall. I thought we were going to build the meter in time.
Now, yeah, great space. No reason to do anything. Pearlbot sitting with not a lot of meter, but goes to the Jealous Rage and is actually able to find the hit. Oh my gosh!
Why wouldn't you? The A.B.A way of life. Dash up full commit. Of course we would.
And now SQ with no burst here. Set point for Pearlbot, and already half of your life are gone.
I'll drop this ban, chat. Dash backwards, tries to go for the low crush once again. Clean little connection. Here's the transformation. Guess for your life, but no, loses out on the 50-50 situation. It's going to be another super and more than enough to finish the job. Pearlbot is going to take it 3-1 over SQ. So it is going to be the Asuka. So Chipp versus Asuka on the patch now.
That man, we've traded in Zato for that man, the final boss himself coming in. I actually don't even know if this is a better matchup for Macho, actually. Gonna burst immediately right off the bat. Already trying to deal cards. And now dashing on in. Actually getting close range. Will secure the throw, draw a couple cards as well, secures the overhead.
That one, meter with the PRC backwards, gets the hit to avoid the J2K as well. Knocks down with the rules and back in once again with the teleport.
Oh, but there's the Beta Blade right out of the corner. And just like that, Marvelo is back in the fight, or would have been, but a 2P into the rules. He's gonna be able to close it out there with a couple of cubes. Nice, overhead, able to connect. Dash on in, 5D as well.
Oh, tried to full commit with the 2 hits of the Rekka there. Not going to work out as the backdash avoids the 5K.
Oh, but able to get the rope mix-up as well. Straight into the Uzumaki Barrage. It's going to be enough. There's no overshield to save you.
Not much to be able to get out of that one, unfortunately, here. Straight into the dash up. I love the decision here. Keeps the pressure up so heavy that we have to go for the gold burst there. But with these extra resources, the extra bit of space, Macho doing a great job of applying a ton of pressure, especially with the teleport.
Oh, and there's the 5D. Able to charge up. Oh my god. The gravity staff is out, meaning the cube. What is happening? They're coming back?
Listen, the interactions have gone a little bit wonky there.
They turned around. Oh, able to get the close slash punish there on the J2K. Oh,
Mana
it's the
comes back
repel staff.
Oh my god, the mana came back just in time and the command throw beats the deflect shield. The timing of that was just so unfortunate for Macho, but Marvelo, everything coming up exactly the way he drew it up.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Able to fight through the pressure. Marvelo securing the first game here. But yeah, we haven't been able to see too much of the chip buffs like in full effect here, right? Obviously, the 2D is the big one, but hasn't gotten many opportunities to actually utilize that 2D because you're going up against Asuka. Asuka is so good at keeping you outside of that range in general.
Somebody said EVO 2024 when they were chanting Cube, but that was one of the most surreal experiences of my life, having that many people just yelling Cube. I was like, bro, what is happening?
Look, bro.
That was crazy.
Which way guilty your player? Cube or ball? Oh my god, the double palm 5-8.
Oi. Slip came in beautiful, out of mana now, that extra bit of damage, and by extra bit I mean massive chunks adding up completely. Already to the wayside on that one. Marvelo another round up here and canceled the cube and went for the DP. Aggressive choices that maybe would have worked out on better spacing. Macho gets away with it there and is able to get back on offense.
And even if Macho loses the offense, oh no, actually goes ahead and does a mulligan on the cards. Draws an entirely new hand, secures the overhead there just to be more aggressive. But we're probably wishing we didn't trade out that DP right about now.
Oh no, the gravity staff curves it through beautifully. That was ridiculous. And then lands into the bouncing cube.
Bro, he is curving the bullet, but somehow Marvelo is able to get through the movement.
Second to the Rekka. Didn't have any meter to cancel it here. Mana finally back. Tries to go for the jump away. Bonsai keeps him caged. Another great set of choices here for Marvelo, but off the rope, but still doesn't kill.
Okay. Nice. There's the YRC immediately into the low Rekka. Real talk, Proxy, I have not seen anyone utilize the stabs like this.
Dude,
Marvelo still sticking to that man.
Oi. Into there, 5K into the dash up, manages to find the throw. 5K actually gets answered by the gold burst this time.
Just being smothered with geometry. The dash up 2D. Yep, gonna be able to catch you off the tightrope as well.
And not draining as much mana in a moment like that either. Beautiful stuff as we get the anti-air once again.
Oh, teleports create a little bit of space. Oh my god, bro. Marvelo, Chipp's greatest strength is his speed, but we have been stopped in our track.
Listen, what? They open a portal to the 19th dimension and there's just cubes everywhere. The cube wall is just too much. I don't understand.
Not the cubic
much, bro.
dimension, bro. That's crazy.
It's too much. Followed up with a super, though. This is how you have to win this. No mana, stay on him. Do not let Macho breathe.
You have to find that hit, and there it is with the overhead. Macho is absolutely not going to burst here. Saving it for a rainier day.
Cube after cube. Go for the dash up 2D. Finds the throw. Was so committed to trying to deal with the projectiles here. That's part of the strength of this character. You open yourself up for a lot of those dash up crazy situations because people expect you to just kind of sit on your hands.
Nice with the JS. Gonna go ahead, wheel and heal. Bro, the meteor just dropping the stone on your head. It has been such a bane for Marvelo in this set.
2D into the marble is not fair. I'll say it. I'll be the one to say it. That is so hard to deal with, bro. The full follow-up from Macho, another beautiful sequence of events. Getting on the board, it has at no point has it felt one-sided. Marvelo's just been able to clutch up these games. The potential reverse 3-0 though is right on the horizon.
That's crazy that you would call that unfair, Proxy, because I know your ass was blocking that like 10 years ago in 6-frame delay.
Come on, bro. Oh no, using the shuriken once again. You got projectiles, I got projectiles, big dog.
Best move in the game. Oh, there we go. Dash up into the 6P. All right, PRC back.
No! The kill goes just high enough!
Oh my god, the YRC, bro. This is... I'm gonna be sick.
That was disgusting from Macho. Knowing the cubes have your back, instant air dashing back completely punishes it. That's so sick. The cube wall completely dominates that round top to bottom.
I hate geometry. All right, 6H gonna hit with the overhead. And now you're just stuck. Gravity well, pulling it all in. There's the 5D. The cube launches you even higher.
No, and again, the YRC is too far.
Oh my god, the Macho. Yep, that YRC pushing out so far. Just go straight for the dark magic attack. Oh, the 2D.
That is a hell of a normal. Gets the catch. Everything works out perfectly. Marvelo, twice in a row, the YRC has just not gone his way. It's had high potential, but the risk is so massive, it seems, against this the types of setups and the way that Macho's kind of approaching this.
The way that Macho is approaching this makes me scared for any other person who has to fight Macho, because Marvelo is playing the fastest character in the game and still can't get in through these cubes. 6H has hit every single time as well, Proxy.
Oh my god, I'm telling you, bro. The 2D into the... Stop! Stop! Dude, the marble is too good! Drops him on it twice in a row with the dark magic attack! The marble is too strong!
He's been hit by the marble he's been hit by every single overhead, actually. All of the marbles, all of the 6Hs. Marvelo has been holding down back this entire set.
Not to mention, Asuka with the legendary overhead that comes from the ground, the tap dust that spawns from the floor.
All right, here we go, maximum chip.
We are restabilizing.
Yeah, taking us right back to mid-screen as well for the mix-up. Tried to go for the throw, but Macho staying alive once again. Still out of mana, not out of options, though.
Options running a bit low here. There's the trade. That's all you needed. Marvelo, reckless abandon, as you should. We're down to the final round.
Huge pickup. Immediately into the 6H, didn't have enough tension to go for a super there, and about to get burst back as well. Nice, actually challenging the cubes with the buttons. That's what you need to do to keep moving forward.
For the run pass, fakes and goes for the throw, manages to find the whip punish here. I don't think it's enough to kill, even with the super, but still, no mana after the break. This is massive. It was no mana, it killed him.
Yeah, and just like that, Marvelo, by the skin of his teeth, able to secure the victory. I thought for a second there we were seeing a straight comeback from Macho. It was just,
it's
Axel!
not. It's okay. Listen, Jobber, I heard you've been playing this character a little bit.
I have been playing Axel every waking moment that I can play Guilty Gear. I am back on this character. I think he's hella good. The changes to his 6K, the changes to Snail being able to secure that hard knockdown, allowing him to get OTGs with tippers on the 2H are so good for his consistency, zoning, and damage. But he still has the issue of defense, right?
He's still Axel, which is always inherently a bit of a flaw for this guy, but for now. Things are looking very good. Got the transformation, able to get aggressive. Pearlbot, she's gonna spend this. Gets the jump in. QueenKoa, it looked like they were gonna look for some kind of anti-air, but A.B.A doesn't care what you're thinking about.
I don't want to look. I don't want to watch.
You got any big thoughts about this matchup? Ooh. 2S not gonna work out. Gets the knockdown. So mad aggressive here with the 2K just in the right spacing. And especially with the transformation already up, is gonna go for the super. Wasn't quite close enough for the gold burst here, but does manage to negate most of it, but still just doesn't have enough life to play with, and Pearlbot's gonna be able to destroy the rest of that bar. Game 1 already to the wayside, and that's how quick it can be for this character, man. But so far, just looking like pretty standard for what I would expect. Getting the transformations, being able to go into the jealousy, completely overwhelming Axel, not being able to get as much out of these situations as you would like. Can't go for the command grab very much because the speed of the jump is a little too high.
This matchup sucks.
It seems like it seems rough, bro.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you can keep A.B.A out and prevent her from actually getting into the Jealous Rage, that's really nice. But zoning A.B.A can be difficult, right? Because if you're just sitting out, throwing out rents and stuff, she can go for her little armor attack to build up more of the Jealous Rage.
Yep. So predictability is death in moments like that. As we get the stance, unstance, goes for the jump in, and almost makes it out of the corner.
Yeah, but then she can just do that and immediately close the gap, and you don't even get to zone.
That's like nice. Oh, okay, yeah, the 2P, really smart.
Ooh, I think we wanted a side swap there, actually. Would have been much better for our chances, because now we're back to mid-screen here against A.B.A, trying to go for that 5P to prevent any dash forward, but there it is! Look at that! Look how much Jealous Rage it builds up!
And then she just gets to transform and hold W. 2K 2D sends it away, has plenty for the super there, but chooses not to spend it.
That's right, able to block, gonna get the close slash 5H, keeping it nice and simple, not trying to go for the Axle Bomber.
I was gonna ask, is that more damage now, or is it still like the bomber starter is better?
In the corner, actually, your best starter is going to be going into 6K.
Okay.
Yeah, if you get close slash 6K in the corner, you can actually Axle Bomber the tumble and then go into a bomber loop from there.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, you know what's not sick?
This is making me sick is what's happening.
God, you die from this too, 100%. Goodbye, soldier.
Good night, sweet prince. Axel.
No chance to live on that one. A quick cut through a Pearlbot gets another round on the board here.
Yep, gonna get the rest of the explosion there.
Oh my jealousy. Don't you see how much you got off the parry?
The parry is so good in this matchup. You can't mindlessly zone A.B.A. You have to actually go engage with her, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but I mean, still. All right, YRC immediately into the far slash, able to capture the snail into that OTG. It adds so much damage on that tipper.
Yes, my beloved. Fortunately, doesn't get us nearly as much as we needed there. Parry once again at half meter now. Transformation applied.
Oh, trying to go for that J8, harassing with the JSs as well. All right, now QueenKoa doing a much better job of the dash in underneath the rainwater. Getting out of here. Oh, 5P, but no confirm into the Renton. Unfortunate. That's going to hit.
Still alive somehow, though. And is able to get JS, my beloved, again. This time stuffing the attempt at the approach. What felt like a game that QueenKoa was potentially going to get run over. Does manage to restabilize at the full screen and even things up.
Yeah, I'll let you on a secret, too. The only reason that QueenKoa was able to win that round was because Pearlbot did not have any jealousy. Right? If they had any Jealous Rage, they would have immediately activated and dashed right on in, and you would have had to block like a 20-way mix-up. It would have been over.
That's like, if A.B.A makes me block one button, it's a 20 way. That's just,
it feels like it.
It really does.
Here we go, blowing up the startup. Whoa. Oh, a little too far away for that JD to actually connect. Honestly, I'd like to see a little bit more of the tornado there in neutral too as well. The tornado isn't going to be as easily parryable, right? Because pearlbot's going to have to go into it to parry it, and you can kind of follow behind it to prevent that from happening or go for a dash-up throw.
Opportunity for damage though, ends up dropping out, but Farslash still in the mid-range is able to get the knockdown. Beautiful way to start things off.
And again, that's the buff from Snail. The hard knockdown leads to a lot more consistent damage. And right now, doing such a QueenKoa doing a fantastic job. There we go. Goes for the 2K. Could have actually gotten an Axle Bomber from there, but just went for the safer option. Closest Axle Bomber would have been able to connect.
Plenty of meter to be able to fight on this one. What a block on the cross up there. Goes for the jump away, still holding on to that 100 meter. Has two fail safes, potentially, depending on what happens here as we PRC forward.
No. Gotta watch out. There it is. But it's Don's eye.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my god. And just like that, everything falls apart. Stayed alive for so long.
I mean, that's the classic version of this matchup here. You're winning until you're not, right? Axel feels like he's got a good chance to be able to keep the zoning, keep things rolling, and that one transformation, that one close slash, that one big guess, and everything just goes crazy.
I mean, QueenKoa is doing such a fantastic job just being fundamentally sound, but I'd like to see us throw out some of the more tricky stuff, right? We're not seeing any of the left-right setups after a Renson reel-in. We're especially not seeing any command grab attempts when A.B.A's not an install. I feel like that's the prime opportunity to try and go for that.
Oh, after the PRC gets the 2K, tries to follow up with the overhead, it's not going to work out, and YRC does buy us a bit of room, but I feel like I've seen this movie before, and Axel hasn't quite been able to escape the killer.
Yep, there's the knockdown, gonna be an uninstall. Oh, the dash cancel just staying close, FDing for their life. QueenKoa finally able to get out. And there it is, 5K to secure a round and a game.
Landing just in time, being able to overcome these tough deficits that are coming up. Much better job of being able to, reestablish themselves and stay strong in a matchup that has continued to feel kind of ridiculous, man.
They're doing a really good job of not being as obvious with the zoning, not really just throwing out constant Rensons, right? They're making it more difficult for a pearlbot to actually predict where to do the parry.
Starting good there. See, like you were mentioning, 2H from a pretty decent distance. Get things a bit unpredictable here as we do find the connection.
Actually, yeah, Pearl needs to do a little bit more of that. In the game that she won just massively was basically get 50 meter, throw out the super, and then you immediately don't have to deal with any of the zoning at all.
Wow. Footsies? More likely than you'd think as we get the round here for pearlbot.
Yeah, you can see QueenKoa also just opting to keep pearlbot as far away as possible at all times, not going for any of the reel-ins. But there's also something you can see, and it's the effect that Axel has that's not stated in the game or in any systems, is that Axel, over time, annoys the hell out of you.
Oh, and that's that situation you were talking about there. Gets the parry on the tornado, and it doesn't get too much, but is able to guarantee a dash up and be able to get some kind of pressure afterwards. And there it is, the Renson into delayed cherry bomb. Has gone for a ton of Renson, but not activated. Finally goes for the explosion on the late hit.
Yeah, so I want to see more of that tornado. Nice, able to get the mortal counter into the explosion. Already a ton of damage on deck. Blows up the command dash as well. Reeled in. And just the rented for the wall break. Look at that, bro. 6K is so cool.
Ooh, what a 5P.
Face the burst.
Full send on the 6H. Had so much meter to play with too. QueenKoa showing off the strength in the moment. And again, like you said, adapting well to the change-ups there.
In this game.
Yeah, this is... he's doing his fucking fry cook.
I was laughing at Felford again.
He said they took my DP and I'm flipping burgers. TNS's very own Agnes, Tachyon, TNS Goku, MFCR, whatever name you've got for him. These are the most doomer names I think I've ever seen.
DP into job application is a crazy, crazy mix-up. Here we go, straight to the super.
Okay, we're good. I'm back.
All right, headbanger. Leo still with a lot of pressure. Obviously not being able to get into back turn as easy, which is definitely difficult for him. But still has a great 2D. Still, when he's in back turn, he's an absolute monster.
Leo, employment arc. Chat, stop. Gets a throw. Leap is behind it. Plenty of time here, especially with the invite hell, but because of that DP change, not much to follow in that moment. Oh, it's STP though.
Oh my god, but a mortal counter there on the DP this time. Goes for the BRC into a 5D. That's going to be the first round here for MFCR, or would have been.
Still got the 5K though.
Still gets that 2K. Look, Leo still has some best-in-class buttons.
Oh no, throws the attempt at the dust there. Still not going to work out. Double overhead is super clean. It's going to be amorphous, considering that we still have a pretty decent chunk of Eddie gauge to work with here.
It's still just flash kicking straight through. Eddie does not care at all. Ooh, that was a beautiful late PRC. The close slash is going to connect here.
Yeah, doubling up on the close slash there. A little bit dangerous, but ends up working out. BRC for the try jump.
Bro, we are trading all day. But yeah, you're either going to have to hold FD or die. And you chose the option to die. Move on straight to the next round, not allowing Jonathan Tene to get any more burst gauge.
Oh no, and a pose with a follow-up there. It's a little too crazy. DP once again, not letting anything rock. Has been anti-airing and reversaling like a madman, as he's supposed to.
Yeah, and you saw that too. The Jonathan Tene was just able to fly out of the corner for free. No challenge from MFCR. Now through the glass on his back. Pushback on that was crazy there. Able to block that back turn. H and Amorphous should pick up off the Pierce. Bro, the freeze frame too?
Little Eddie just barely kept him up in the air. Perfectly spaced it out for Tene to be able to get the follow through. Game one already in the books now. But that Zato continuing to be successful. And I think that's something we're just going to have to get used to saying. Like I said, I don't know if the character's busted or anything. Definitely here to stay.
Bro, this has been a fantastic bracket so far. We aren't even in the top 8. This patch is cooking. This patch is honestly really cooking. All right, running right into the invite hell. Trying to go for the dash up throw. Great side swap there from MFCR. Now just needs to find a way to kill little Eddie here. Ooh, or just kill Zato.
Yeah, I mean, if I had my choice of the two.
Oh, the way that after Pierce he brought Eddie back behind him to prevent MFCR from actually whip punishing him was phenomenal.
So reversal timing though on the Berserker Barrage. Cuts things up and gets into the back turn here. Axe kick still not enough, but with that quick little OTG and a second axe kick follow-up, everything comes up our way. We do get the round at the cost of our burst, but it's well worth it to have that lead.
Tene trying to extend the lead here. Great block after the clash. Still unable to escape from the corner. Tene is locking down the skies with that leap and locking down a positive bonus with his wall break.
Here's 2P, gets the block, max distance, and the Eddy gauge came back just in time to be able to get the extra extension. Amorphous to take a bite out of Crime, and Leo is just barely gonna live it.
It chose the Amorphous because he knew that the Eddy gauge was going to be filled up anyway after the wall break. Dropping the pendulum on your head with a perfect.
Drills into the Tap Dust. Tap Dust final boss coming out in that moment. We're trying to spam the power slash there. Poke as best we can.
His mastery of Eddy is phenomenal. And then gonna go straight to the sword. This time spent all the Eddy gauge in order to get the hit. So he needs to utilize the sword to keep Eddy going.
Oh my god, and that's like the second run through that I think, oh, another throw. I think it's the second run through we've attempted, and now just already being turned up to be able to get the throws on those moments.
Can we talk about that setup at the end there too? The OTG with the invite hell into backdash oppose. Setting you up just in range for after the tech to be able to throw, but saving you from any flash kick as well. That was phenomenal, covering all bases. Jonathan Tene.
I mean, that's just how Tene functions.
Put the fries in the bag, bro.
Oh my god, dude. Fry Cook is crazy. I cannot believe, bro. Okay, decent pokes, gets the Wild Assault. Timing ends up working out, and full sends the overhead. Here comes the super. Here comes the knockdown. Opportunity for the run through, maybe. Wow.
Right there, into another wall break. Refill that Eddy gauge.
And YRC saves us a monster headache, as well as being able to get us out of the round. Oh. Savior in the moment.
Chat, that's not MFCR, that's Agnes Tachyon.
Who I think is from Japan?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, don't mind me.
That was a good burst though from Tene. But an even better guard point. Nice DP on breaking the law. That's the thing, break the law is a really tricky move for those left rights, but it doesn't matter when your DP is a flash kick.
Dude, it's just unstoppable. Something about Zato's 5D, it just changes the game.
He's the original 5D merchant before Chaos arrived on the scene.
Way to dash back to the ground. 5P, the Lord's reversal, gets the hit with a double close slash. Invite hell, and Eddy's back.
Yep, immediately. Oh, gets the cross-up sandwich between the poke and Zato. Jonathan Tene is on set point. A burst is still available here for Agnes.
What a dude. This horse can block.
But can he run?
Nice backdash attempt. DP ends up working out. Taps the dust with a 2H as well.
Oh, look at this routing all the way into the corner. Still able to get the wall splat.
Uh-oh. Bad to worse, though. Deep into the follow-up. Tries to go for the throw. DP. No answer. Jonathan Tene, max meter. How do you spend it? Oh, you don't.
You don't. Saving it for next game.
Oh, just never felt like they had a good opportunity, man. You hate to see it. And that's, listen, Asian's right. And the chat is right. The flag buff.
It's like going Super Saiyan.
That's all it takes. You know, matter of fact, what's his name to go to?
Fry Cook is still killing me.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's got 2 big spatulas on his hands, bro. Look at those things.
He's working the flat top.
Bro probably makes mean smash burgers.
Oh my god.
You got the beef tallow fries, bro.
Invite hell, Eddie finally back. Pierce 1 into the follow-up high-low game, and it's just been unblockable.
Oh, not quite dead yet, though. A sliver remaining, but the 2B is going to be able to secure the round. Once again, putting Tene at set point.
Someone's up to follow 6P, not going to find anything. Drunkard into the cross-up here. Sandwich situation is kind of nasty. MFCR blocks everything and then finds a DP.
Oh. And there's the 5P immediately into the RC. It truly is the Lord's reversal, Proxy. You are not joking. 5H to break the wall.
Yeah, you see a normal coming out, of course. Charge during the dash through. You love to see it.
And actually sending out the poke as well to prevent... Whoa! Prevent you from winning, because that's going to be it. The leap from full screen, but the burst in the last possible second.
And found a knockdown, but again, the 5P is able to commit and take the victory. As soon as that knockdown comes through, I was like, we are about to see a different game, brother. This is about to get messy. About as strong as he's ever been. Character's in such a good spot. So I'm excited to see if Jonathan Tene's got something cooked up to potentially counteract what is Jack in nearly his final form. It must be.
Time to Jack into the match here. Dash up 2S is going to be a good starter in the 5D as well. Bro, this is the greatest 5... I couldn't even say. I was going to say the greatest 5D merchant of history versus the greatest 5D merchant of now.
Oh my god. Oi, 5P. Nice little poke build. They open that one up, though. Goes for the dash up. Breaking the lull. What a block from Jack, but Tene perseveres. YRC to keep pressure in the corner.
Oh, but there it is. The far slash behind the back. No look.
Oh, and this is a terrible situation now, but Eddie is going to be back in time for us to potentially have a chance. FD, but gets the throw. OTGs with a quick shot with the meter already built up. The clips are going to get loose. I hate that he shoots all his bullets and it reloads it. Why, man?
Bro, watching Jonathan Tene have to block Happy Chaos in the corner, or I really want to stay at your house. I don't know what's making me cry more, to be honest.
Oh, that little hezzy. I like that.
A little bit of staggered pressure for that immediate burst. Still have not seen Eddie this round. There he is, finally showing face. JD is going to connect.
Oh, throw attempt. Goes for the jump over. Beautiful situation here. We're going to get into it one more time with the overdrive.
And so much damage. All that work that Jonathan Tene did just nullified by one super from Jack. YRC to push out. Another Deus Ex Machina, but it's still not enough to kill.
Oy. Jump in, not going to work out. OTG into the close slash here. 2S, a touch too far, is just whipping everything, but finally on the RC Ford, it's a 2P in a dream.
Yeah, unfortunately caught him summoning Eddie. Jack able to secure the first game. This is going to be very difficult for Tene. Jack is no stranger to fighting very strong Zato players, and even with some of the changes Zato got, might not be enough stacked up to the buffs that Chaos got as well. Granted, he did get a couple nerfs, but they're really inconsequential, right?
Yeah,
like in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I don't think it did enough to counteract the fact that he fully survived this patch. I will just say that. He fully survived, which is all he really needed. Two Ps, beautiful choices here. Deus Ex once again. Splits up to the wall too. Looping that pressure as he does. Jack on the dash up.
With the throw, immediately into the fast RC. Deus Ex, once again. I've seen this movie before.
Perfect. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Yeah, 2S having more recovery is really funny when you can't whip punish this guy anyway.
First time decent. Go for the jump and lands into block the burst. Full extensions closer and closer to the wall here. Could have just loosed all the bullets, but instead is going to cut it a bit short into the super early.
Dash up with the 2S, able to connect. Yeah, but just staggered pressure there. Finally caught Tene attempting to press Jack with a 2-0 lead. It may be a new patch, Proxy, but things are looking like the same old story.
I mean, it's just the power of Jack, right? The TNS buff, the guy is absolutely ridiculous. Regardless of what had happened to the character, I feel like he's the type of player that we definitely would have continued to see, but so far, Zato just hasn't been able to get anything started. The pressure's been a little bit too much here, and I feel like even with some of the changes, like when you just look at it, you're like, okay, like Drunkard may be working against like certain projectiles, but like, when are you ever really going to be able to apply that against this character? He's so good CQC. His normals are super, super strong. I feel like there's never a time where that's even going to be applicable. So even that patch note there, it just doesn't seem like something that matters so far.
I saw a tweet that said as long as Happy Chaos can press heavy slash, he's going to be one of the best characters in the game.
True.
Hold on, Tene fighting back now, but still that 2P just to press out, but we answer back with a 5P of our own.
Connection, summon on summon. I like this, especially when the burst is already available here. High-low blocks everything.
And able to swap sides, almost was able to bait out the burst too on top, but that would have been absolutely devastating, but gets the Goomba Stomp.
And that beats the 2S. That whole hand was on the screen. You're telling me it wasn't active enough?
That is crazy. And now Jack in a winning position right now. Jonathan Tene backed up against the wall with no resources. 5D is going to connect its set point.
Oh, no, dude. J2K, this button is, listen, if you can hear me, J2K, just if anything, J2K gotta go, bro. Jack using it so effectively, it's so strong in so many situations. We want you to beat a 6P, man!
Yeah, it's nasty. That was also nasty there too from Jonathan Tene to go for the jump and able to swap sides. But we need to be able to secure a round. A lot of these really cute confirms are fantastic, but if they don't lead to wins, what's it matter?
IRC into the 2S, trying to get aggressive there, finds the poke, no bullets left in the chamber here, but the high potential to get a quick reload, depending on the situation, gets the jump, but Leap keeps him locked.
Just, no, not able to escape. That air throw was crazy. He teleported right into it, and Tene takes a round.
Oh no, 2D right off the rip. Good damage, a good follow-up here as we're gonna get into the drills. Finally, the empty jump low finds a home. We've seen it again and again.
Tene finally starting to build a little bit of that momentum as well. These 5Ps, RCs have been the backbone, but we haven't been able to really bait out any of these bursts from Jack, unfortunately.
But RC'd forward and actually committed into the 5P. Once again, the Lord's normal saving the day as Jonathan Tene is going to put one on the board here.
But this is still, even for Tene, a massive mountain to climb to get a reverse 3-0 against Jack of all people. This is his hometown turf where he cuts his teeth weekly and earns a lot of money in the process, honestly.
Listen, I'm just happy to see Jonathan Tene back in TNS, man. Regardless of result, this is sick.
Let's rock.
Going for the throw there.
Low slash focuses out. Not going to matter, though. 2K gets a throw to try and avenge his fallen comrade here as we get closer and closer with the close slash.
It was really smart, too, earlier. Jonathan Tene waited until Jack was down to 1 bullet to go for the burst. You know, trying to be able to secure that pressure on. But unfortunately, Jack still so proficient, even with only 1 in the chamber.
I mean, that's all this character needs, right? 1 bullet. Potentially change things up here. Double overhead, not going to work. YRC pushes us out, but I don't think we're too worried about that.
Okay, the YRC there before Eddie actually even comes out. Jack was feeling the heat a little bit, but is now once again at set point.
What a whiff punish. Oh no, the activity gets destroyed for that one. Breaking the wall to try and avoid the reticle, though. I like the idea.
Gonna get caught in the backdash there from the leap. And now we get the scoop. Shark Week.
Missed out. Margaret actually doesn't catch it either. YRC! No, the change lands right in front of him for the easiest punish.
Immediately into another hard knockdown. Reloading in the heat of battle. Count him, 6 bullets in the chamber. 1 mix-up's all that's needed. And that's gonna be it.
Do it. Easily slicing through the guts as Jack is able to shoot it up. 3-1, completely getting him out of there. Both definitely moved a couple spots down the tier list, but I think still perfectly serviceable. Not the titans that they once were, but still very strong characters in their own right, the both of them, I'd say.
Yeah, I think the biggest, JD, of course, kind of sucks for Goldlewis, the fact that it got hit. Still a really good button, but the biggest consequence for Goldlewis, his biggest nerf, is going to be that the air behemoths no longer secure a hard knockdown. That really shuts down a lot of his Oki option.
The behemoth definitely the big change for sure. And we were talking about it a little earlier. It's interesting that they nerfed both, because I feel like if you nerf JD, it kind of nerfs the air behemoth anyways. So it was definitely an interesting choice for them to go for both of those. But you know what they wanted? They want to keep Big Man on the ground.
Exactly, and it makes sense, right? He doesn't even have that double jump. Uh-oh, we do have an orbital laser to try and lock you down. Whoa, wow, but actually RedDitto still staying on the offensive.
But a tap dust finds the mark. Beautiful stuff as the windshield wipers come through. Not quite enough meter for either player, but RedIAmNot 6-8. That was a hell of a swing.
Yeah, but now needs to swing out of here, and there's a bit of a nerf on the JD. You gotta adjust the timing. You can't do it on the arc up. You have to do it on the way down or at the very tip.
Yeah,
It's
no more
only
rising JD.
4 active frames now, I think? Which is
Something
crazy.
like that.
4 active frames is so short.
Too far for the Rekka, but a little bit of hesitation maybe on the side of RedIAmNot. RedDitto completely blows it open there with the super. Gets the sword thrown again. You see dashes up and taps the FD. Not quite as airtight as it once was, but it's not gonna matter as we continue to loop pressure.
Oh, but the reversal super E is gonna get blown up here. Fully churned as well. That was very anticlimactic.
Yeah, the explosion with it too. Come on.
Yeah, sad to see. You know, we're seeing some of the nerfs really shine here, especially that JD nerf led to a big turnaround from RedDitto with that 6P.
I will say though that seeing that JD lose to a 6P like it feels like it's supposed to, definitely makes me. It warms my heart.
Not only that too, but the Super PRC kind of hit Goldlewis pretty hard too, right? It was really Goldlewis and Faust players that you saw utilize it the most.
Once again, 6P. We can anti-air him. Oh my god.
But
timing's definitely good. Gets the connection, flips on past. Just give me the close slash, keeps it very safe and solid on that with the 2K 2D to follow.
And this looks like it's probably even more of a difficult matchup for Goldlewis now, right? Ram just able to really keep him out a lot with those far-reaching swords, and the jump-in's not nearly as effective anymore for Goldlewis.
Even there, as you dash up and try and go for something monster committal, we're able to counter poke that mid-range. Standing S and standing H a little too strong in the moment there as we completely delete the pineapple, but they're showing off a little bit of the other side of the anti-air nerfs. Going for the JH, easily 5P'd from that spacing.
Right, dash in, yep, able to get the sword explosion, pick up straight through the wall with the Motomato. Positive bonus, and right now RedIAmNot has been struggling a lot here in this matchup. I think the super's blocked, it is.
And things just not getting better here. It's gonna be Calvados. Gonna slice through the guts. PRC just to make him watch the freeze frames there, and unfortunately, they're kind of cooked on that one. 2 games straight for RedDitto.
Yeah, I mean, this is very difficult right now for RedIAmNot. The way that RedDitto is playing this, staying at just a perfect distance. The only time that they actually really dash in, start putting pressure on, is when the sword explosion is covering it, and they're using a lot of 5Ks and 2Ks, really low committal options. And especially using that to kind of stay out of that 2P range, which is Goldlewis's best get off me button.
Duel 1.
Seeing everyone's name changes throughout the time of this game has been truly glorious.
I'm enjoying it. I'm glad you can just change it at any time you want.
People just be changing it mid-tournament, but there you go. Doubles with the Behemoth, jumps the wrong direction though. You hate to see it as we land on the rock.
Oh, okay, just going for the Behemoth cancel. Slide on in. Down with the system. Biggest lead yet here for Red, but can we keep it up?
Cancels the Behemoth. PRC. There we go. Listen, in situations like that, the move is still functionally the same, though. It's still that monster normal that has a really good downward hitbox and comes out pretty quick.
Okay, and the drone can be able to secure the hard knockdown as well. Nice backdash on the low Behemoth attempt. JH actually hitting.
Thought maybe that was gonna be too far, but the big man, he's too large. He takes too much space.
Oh, it's 5K, 6H, very nice. And straight through the wall. All right, with the 5P. Into the far slash, heavy slash. Gets the pick up with the Daru. Into the super hard knockdown. RedDitto still in firm control. Things on Alka 2. Good for RedIAmNot.
Right range is 5P, whiffed by just a little bit. Burst comes through and chucks the sword, but the 6P, an easy response. RedDitto, plenty of resources. Anything will do it, but there's the Behemoth with punish.
Yeah, and you see Behemoth there. We'll talk about it. Let's see how this confirm ends out. RedDitto gonna be able to secure it with the 3-0.
Chipp coming up to battle with that Leo White Fang. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I really do think that Chipp is poised to be incredible in the current meta. And definitely, you can stamp that one. I think this character is going to be here to stay for a very long time. By virtue of surviving the patch, getting one good change, and everyone else around him receiving somewhat significant nerfs, I feel like this guy's gold.
I mean, we'll have to see if anyone's going to be able to push this character forward. It is going to be Marvelo. Here, a nice pickup. Look at the damage on this one.
Not too far. Getting the 2D, looks for the cross-up, tries to jump out, forces the burst in the end, and comes off the rope with the perfect timing to avoid the 5P.
Oh, go for the Alpha Blade. Nice. Able to catch the backdash there with the 2K, but a backdash gets caught by a 2D as well, and this one's going to hurt way more. This is the pillar.
I feel like Marvelo's been getting in a little bit of trouble. J2K's been getting him into hairier situations that has been helping him today. And as I say that, finally one finds the mark. Truly, I think most people have just been like reacting, dashing under, or avoiding it pretty effectively. It's been putting him into more situations where he's had to block than being able to actually get offense himself with that one aside.
Absolutely. Oh, speaking of offense, though, overhead immediately to the axe kick. How much is this going to jump? Oh my god! Oh, but a challenge back.
2K 2D working out beautifully off the timing there. Overhead is attempted.
We'll try to go for the PRC to catch the whiff punish. The dash will be enough. Hail Mary, beta blade from Marvelo, but nobody home. Chat, why y'all talking about the UMA? Goldlewis ain't on screen. Oh, but the 5
no.
here.
Trying to come off the wall in awkward timing there, but the timing mix-up is pretty easily covered. I was not expecting 5P to be that effective in that moment, but MSCR is better than I do.
Always been a pretty decent anti-air, but working out even better now. What a fast RC, but too far away for the 2H to actually connect. The defense, though, can't block forever. And gonna be able to get the pickup off the tumble state. First blood goes to MFCR.
Hey, mood up. We out here. We're on our way. See, I like that MFCR is still out here rocking the character, still doing the thing, showing that the character is definitely not dead. I feel like when I saw the changes for Leo, I was ready to put him in the casket. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fully, I was buying the hype. I thought the character was gone.
Is every single patch, Proxy. They drop a patch note, everyone says Leo's finally dead, but somehow, like Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers, we just can't get rid of this dude.
Yeah, listen, that's one thing we've said. The dev team loves this character, and he'll just never be bad. He may move out of top tier, but he'll just never be bad.
You know, they got rid of DP RC. Oh, he's bad. They got rid of heavy DP invincibility. Oh, he's bad. But look at him.
Except for that one patch. Except for that one patch where he didn't work. You know the one.
That's true.
He's just functionally broken. That wasn't his fault, though. 6P found the knockdown already to the corner here. He's going for the track down, but a little too far. Marvelo got a bit of advantage off of it, but Tachyon turns it straight on a Tene again.
Oh my god, the last ride power bomb into the RC. Baits out the burst. A quick 2-0 for Agnes Tachyon.
Yeah, for anybody, he's not smurfing. We know who this is. Like, when he enters, I mean, MSCR TOs for us sometimes. Dude is a huge help and definitely a big bolster for TNS, so
he's
not
amazing.
about to let him smurf. Oh, man, finding the last ride in the craziest way. MFCR continuing to roll here, and Marvelo taking a second for himself, you know, maybe powering up a little bit.
Time to bring out the Slayer. Look, the Wanted poster is right there calling. But let's see. I think it is just a bit of a breather. I don't think we're actually going for a character swap, and we absolutely are not. He's going to stick it out with Chipp enough.
Great name, by the way. Marvelo Tokon. Great name. He knows what he's about.
11 days, bro.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, look at this. The patience from both of them. No one wanting to engage, but Marvelo finally going in.
MFCR was in chat between games, by the way, being like, I'm just a humble fry cook. Shut up, bro. 2-0 right now. Scoreboard, what are you talking about? Humble fry cook. Fry cook got hands.
And Marvelo just trying to figure out. You can see that Marvelo's really unsure about how to approach. Obviously, what we've been trying hasn't been working out. So now just trying to set up the rope. Maybe kind of trick Marvelo into going for some kind of options here to look for those whip punishes, just like that 5K.
Fuck the attempt, moving the dash up, finds the run through, and it's a counter hit, but a DP from Marvelo. That retakes some space as the IBFD saves a little bit of our life here.
Ooh, okay, and the Alpha Blade forcing the DP to whiff as Pebbly Pirate comes through with $15 into the match. Reno, appreciate ya.
Okay, working out again. Marvelo, a big opportunity with that positive bonus. Be careful for the reversal timing, though. There's burst, there's DP, there's so many things to worry about in your pressure here. But Marvelo just cranking the risk gauge, uses all of his meter to keep the pressure up, almost has another 50.
Look how long it takes to actually crank the risk gauge in this version of the game, too. You would have already been blinking before, but... Oh, gold burst! Massive opportunity now for Marvelo. Cannot afford to let it slip after spending the burst gauge.
Careful for reversal super soon.
Oh, no.
I don't think it's going to be enough to kill. He's going to have one more chance. YRC, back to neutral.
Oh, what's the double J?
He misinput J2K there. A heartbreaker. There's no way he wants rising JK there.
No, not in any scenario. Still almost able to build the burst back up. Gets the cross up here. Gonna go for the full corner carry and the wall break. Yep, positive bonus is just too valuable in this scenario right now with this life lead.
1000% the right call here. Whip punish attempted, but it's a 5H in response. Come off the rope, but the DP goes wide. Burst is available. Not out of it yet.
Oh, that 2D newly buffed and minted Marvelo getting a game on the board.
Way to bounce back here. That little break, that little power up is seeming to change the tides just a little bit. 2-1 now. Marvelo working on what would be an impressive reverse 3-0 if he can keep that momentum.
I mean, we've seen these comebacks before from Marvelo, right? When he is pushed into a corner is when he really unlocks his true potential here. So let's see if he can dig deep. I know he's got that day job. He hasn't had the time to grind like a lot of other people, but you can see the work is already in.
Lands, he goes for the far slash, ends up getting a hit. 5H also gets the connection into the super.
Better believe it. There's the hard knockdown. All right, with flash kick out, that's fine. No worries.
Dude, I hate saying this because I don't like Chipp, but he's kind of sick. 2K2D though, there's a knockdown opportunity. YRC pushes him way out, and you can see jump scares him with the Rekka. What is that? Dude, what is that stun dipper from Chipp?
Oh, but the 6P putting his chest out. Gorgeous harasser the back turn, but the 5P3 framer pressing out of the overhead attempt. That's fine. Let him flash kick as much as he wants. Just keep the offense going. Oh, no. That was a crazy burst, though, from MFCR.
Oh, backdash was trying to bait something hard. Not going to work out. Blocks the DP! You got to hold it. You have to. You had to have burst on the first hit, or do you just commit to dying with it? I completely agree with you.
Yeah, and it was in a good burst spot anyway because you had no tension to back yourself up, and MFCR was sitting on 100% tension there. So it was just a lose scenario. All right, J2K gets the confirm off of it. Again, looking for that whip punish. There we go. Gets the counter hit instead. Marvelo's always been the king of the whiff punish game with Chipp. He likes to sit there, weave in and out, lets you throw a button, he dashes in with that 5K.
Just blocking the drop kick. DP again on those weird back turns. I feel like every time there's an off-timing situation, Marvelo has full committed with the DP, and finally, it's starting to pay off. A clean connection and a burst blocked. Marvelo is looking to complete the reverse 3-0.
All the way into game 5 now, Proxy. Getting better and better, having more control as time goes on, and it seems like taking that little bit of a breather and especially slowing things down a bit in the neutral as well has helped out a ton.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ooh, but having to spend the burst very early. You had to do that to prevent MFCR from actually breaking the wall and getting a positive bonus there.
Really bad. Burst is back just in time to be able to potentially spend it early on this one. Double overhead dealt with, but now stuck in the corner. It's a fast RC, it's a clone, it's a throw, everything coming up Marvelo, and finally MFCR says enough.
2H into the pillar. It's back turn time. Watch out for the back turn P. Instead, it's the S, actually.
Dude, I like that so much from MFCR too. Marvelo has DP'd on back turn so often, so finally respecting it, slow things down a little bit, knowing how to... It's not even necessarily about slowing down. Sometimes you just have to let off the gas. It's less about tapping the brakes, right? Just giving a tiny bit of room to be able to have that control around the curves.
Yeah, I like that a lot, just letting off the gas. But right now, it's all gas, no brakes here for Marvelo. Desperately needs to find a way to pass.
And just like that, no, doesn't spin the meter. Has 100 bar though, so plenty of opportunity. Sees the DP, but gets hit on the backdash.
Yeah, no, I think we wanted super there. I think that was a misinput. But able to catch the backdash with the low Rekka. And yeah, MFCR gonna hold on to that burst. Final game, final round. Burst available on both sides.
Tachyon just running out of steam here, getting caught on the last straightaway. Things are not looking good as the DP is blocked.
Great just defend on the run through in the corner.
2D into the clone. Waits it out. Slow and steady seems to be the pace. Here's the super all of a sudden.
This is the loser side, remember, as well. Loser is eliminated from the bracket, but there's the wake-up throw.
What is this? What is this movement?
Oh, the 2D mortal counter!
Oh, reset it though! Triple reset! 3 times in a row! Oh my god, says this hit's not good enough. Give me another one. Greed is good. 3-2.
Oh, he's got plenty of time to grind this week and next weekend to enter and keep getting better, but we're gonna keep the matches moving. QueenKoa versus Classified here. So A.B.A up against Geo, and Geo was kind of scary in this patch as well.
Yeah, QueenKoa not letting that, not gonna let the Axel rock, who we did get to see a bit earlier on in the tournament here.
I mean, good, because I think Giovanna eats Axel alive. Good boys like him can't handle girls like her, you know what I'm saying?
Slash got the trade. Opportunity finally finds its mark. Transformation, time to go.
All the way to the corner.
Oh, and somebody in chat actually said that, so QueenKoa is still full maining A.B.A, but Axel is just for stuff like she doesn't want to play the mirror.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I like it. I mean, Axel, I think, is really good in this patch. Just obviously has some difficult matchups, and this would have been one of them up against Giovanna. So bringing in the A.B.A is very smart.
Yeah. So if that's true, that makes total sense. I know we'd be misinforming sometimes. I trust though.
The Jealous Rage. Nice chasing down the backdash with that 2S.
Feral noises she makes getting hit while she's in jealousy is crazy.
She's scary, bro.
Like, what in the Tawny Thornberry is this character doing when she's getting hit in jealousy?
A.B.A.'s a scare the bros type character, you know what I'm saying? Alright, creating that space immediately into the Jealous Rage, just raw. Empty jump into the throw, very clean.
Rushing well, trying to build some of that risk gauge here. Oh my god, the slowest drop you've ever seen, but does manage to find the touch.
QueenKoa, she's able to get the RC into the Donzai. Enough with the wall break? Not quite.
Ooh, and the RC into the 5K, a quick little answer after the wall break there. QueenKoa with a good read of tempo to be able to just stop sign the attempt from classified there.
Proxy, I also need you to know that I feel like I'm in Bizarro World because I went years without hearing about Donnie Thornberry, only for you and Roman the same week to mention him on commentary.
That's my goat. Every once in a while I think about him fondly. That's one of those things where it's like you just gotta hit the YouTube compilation every once in a while, you know, just to remember.
I'm a fan of the Nigel Thornberry. What a woman.
Nice to throw there in the corner. RC quickly handles things. The burst does come through QueenKoa.
Oh, just harassing with that 5H. End of your turn after the roundhouse kick.
Ooh, that's a cute little block, and is able to find the throw, the punish.
Oh, you see, trying to go for these shimmies, but QueenKoa not biting. Still, though, not a whole lot of Jealous Rage meter here. Slowly but surely building it up.
Getting the follow through. Manages to weather the storm completely on the jealousy here. Finally comes out of the stance, and I thought that was going to be a throw for sure, but classified with a close slash and the far slash. Okay, quick little anti-air too.
Yeah, just a big 5H boot to the face, straight into the next round. Going for the wild assault to try and keep that pressure up. Every single heavy slash just building up that Jealous Rage.
You can't
like
hear it, right? I hear you giggling.
Sounds like a Bloodborne boss. Oh, but what a juggle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fall through the wall and sick routing, but a quick RC turns things on its head. Maximum jealousy for maximum offense here. Plenty of time after the throw.
Oh, into the cross up, and that's gonna be the round.
The rounds just go so quick in the moment for this character here. Instant air dash. Quite able to find it in time.
All right, immediate burst into the install. Is able to secure the counter hit. He's getting a good position here to go for the uninstall. There it is. Just does it. Doesn't want to wait for it to run out.
A beautiful follow-up. Spinning dog kick. No, is going to save the meter for the next interaction. Whoa!
That's a fully buffed Giovanna as well, too. Oh, YRC blocked in the air. Clean punish. That's one thing that we don't really, talk about a whole lot is that when Giovanna does have 100 tension, she does get a pretty nice buff. You just don't see it very often because of how good it is to spend resources, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just holding on to 100 meters is just never the move. But you can see, 1-to-1. You're doing a good job of bouncing back. Try and cage the animal that is A.B.A. She's so unruly. What is this idle animation? A.B.A. makes me nervous, bro.
The burst just to stay in the corner, keep the pressure on, and more importantly, get A.B.A. out of Jealous Rage. Good decision making there from Classified. Now creating a little bit of space exactly for that. The whiff punish.
And now with max meter, game time. Yeah, there's just, yeah, it's a pure 50-50, and you got 2 more of those after that as we land for Classified.
Even more possibly with all the tension that was on the side.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, we're dead serious now. The air key grab for the wall break right back into Jealous Rage. Oh, but a beautiful wake up BRC. Bit of a hero burst here for Classified, but with one hit, they can build up enough tension. Misses the 2H, sadly. Not even get out the burst.
Has some meter, has the potential to be able to fight out of this one, but it's looking worse and worse by the second here. Reversal super on the tap. Does completely ignores the situation.
Throwing caution to the wind here. Those are the kind of plays you need to win. And now Classified just trying to smother, but gets caught in the backdash, and we're right back into Jealous Rage.
Okay, connection, follow-up. Where does this leave us now? Okay, meter still available. 100 to make it.
That was a great jump out. Jump out into nothing. Able to secure the overhead. Right into Jealous Rage. Overhead again.
Wow! Finds the hit on the jumping normal. Messy situation about to come up. Classified with the BRC back to the ground. The quick dash. Able to completely nullify once again, but now 50 meter for both. Burst still available for Classified here. Blocks the first instance. If you can get away, there's a winning situation.
Winning situation indeed. Huge pickup, but is it enough to kill? Can we reach the wall? We absolutely can. OTG roundhouse kick and Classified. What a confirm.
All you needed in the moment, that one little bit of room, had gained exactly enough breathing space to be able to buffer a backdash, and that's all he needed.
The movement here from Classified is next level.
That was busted. That was busted.
And with this new Giovanna too, I mean, Classified's looking scarier than ever.
Another character that survived the patch with some buffs in their pocket as well. Another potential character to watch out for, with a player piloting them well. Back and forth between the two here, though. 2-1, not over by a long shot. QueenKoa, she has been impressive top to bottom with both the characters she's piloted tonight.
Bro, the fact that that powered up Sepultura is now 5 frame startup is insane. It was originally 13.
I don't understand. I fully don't understand.
They chopped it in half.
There it is again, showing off some of those new changes.
Looking for a whip punish. Oh, almost had it there, just didn't believe.
What an anti-air. Actually unbelievable. Super is going to be well more than enough. The normals in Jealousy are just unbelievable, the angles they cover.
A.B.A with some amazing buttons here, even in her normal state. But an even better button there with a mortal counter on the 5H. Throw into the OTG. Gets the frame kill with the 5H as well. I like the fact that Classified is willing to just steal turns now, too. Realizing that QueenKoa is not really swinging back even after blocking the roundhouse kicks.
double dash, the break of the wall, the perfect for Classified, building momentum into what could be the final round here. QueenKoa continues to just chill. Whoa!
Excuse me?
For bad to worse, burst is 4, Super does come through and manages to just barely keep him on the ground. Here it is, QueenKoa, stance, unstance, another opportunity, full burst as well.
Just go all offense here. So many mix-ups incoming, but Classified holding strong.
Oh no, but how long can you stay strong? Classified loses out on the set point and now is gonna have to deal with a rough game 5. QueenKoa with a massive amount of momentum now. That snowball is rolling.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, we're getting all of these game 5s. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Just back to back to back, taking us the distance here. Classified. Can you bounce back after what was a dominant game 4 from QueenKoa here? Gets the neutral jump, forces the burst for offensive momentum. You hate to see it for Classified, but the QueenKoa crowd has got to be going crazy now.
All right, great hard knockdown scenario. We'll try to go for the empty jump, but Classified was ready to check it this time.
Oh, Abe had no idea what was going to happen there.
I'm pretty sure Classified was trying to bank on getting locked into the animation, right? After you connect.
Yeah.
But the thing is that even if you don't really, even if you get locked in the animation, you're not invincible during that.
I mean, so listen, Super for Super ends up working out. QueenKoa got the short end of the stick of this interaction, but still sitting on a lead here. Honestly, this is not too bad. Building up your burst, still more than in it. Have half jealousy if you can find a knockdown, which there it is.
Oh, what an anti-air, but the burst there from Classified, sitting at 100 tension here.
Uh-oh. What a block on the low! That was crazy!
Throw in the corner. Yep, just goes immediately for the RC there to try and bait out a burst. Makes a lot of sense, but good on QueenKoa for not spending it. All comes down to this one, Proxy.
Oh, that and like you said, that full burst really could be the difference maker here as we have to weather the storm now. Tries to swing, but he's easily whip punished. The strength of Giovanna, but now a similar strength here with the jealousy activated.
Yep, it goes for the uninstall. Doesn't want to be caught on sitting on 0. Still in a very compromised position here. Classified with a nice life lead and a resource lead on top of that.
Oh, if the slowdown gets the hit, 50 meter still available. Is going to save it again.
I really appreciate that Classified knows that Giovanna has the superior neutral, so just saves the meter.
Oh, and the burst came back just in time, but Classified noticed it too, and you already know on that final hit with that RC behind it, the burst is baited, and QueenKoa unfortunately going to be eliminated, who was one of the most fun players to watch tonight, but that's Classified. Further and further into the bracket now. Goldlewis, I thought these two characters were dead, bro. I thought they were gone.
I'm really interested to see how this matchup is going to play out with these two versions of the characters, because this is historically not a great matchup for Goldlewis, right? And now that Goldlewis's pressure game has been kind of nerfed, his Oki game has been nerfed with no longer having access to JD Behemoth for hard knockdowns, I think it's going to be even worse for him.
I mean, already starting off, seeming to lean into your prediction here. A quick little reset, and it's just 25% life left. A headbutt and a 2S. And just like that, quick little magic trick from Agnes. Racing's not all she does. That's a quick kill. Your life bar's gone.
By God, this horse can mix.
2K goes for the run through. Nice just block though into the 2P.
All right, immediately with the flash game. That's always been one of the strongest tools in this matchup, right? It's not having to hold any of the behemoth pressure because you could just flash kick out of it.
Also, yes, chat, this is MFCR. As you can see here, though, RedIA, I'm not too worried about who's on the other side. Quick little cleanup, round apiece now, and a massive resource advantage for Red.
See, now you all can talk about the UMAs because Goldlewis is on screen. He's got it in the coffin right there.
Ooh! XP by 2S goes for the run through. Run through is completely dealt with pretty easily so far. This time it has to be the burst.
Yeah, but flash kick straight through the Behemoth Typhoon as well. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Backdash getting caught by the axe kick.
Okay, the lowercase versus uppercase Uma got me, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy.
That was pretty good. Oh, but the lowercase takes the victory on this one. Uma victory, we like to see. Oh my god. It might be a situation where we need a lobby reset. Who knows?
Hold on,
we're back.
We're
Okay,
good.
we're back. It's fine. This was no DQs. Only by pinfall or submission. Red is back. Chosen GBJ? No, dude. Okay, we're back.
Oh my god. Oh man, but that back turn P is such a good anti-air normal.
Oh, Axe kick catches the backdash here. It's gonna be the overdrive. Slicing through, not much life to play with now. Resources also looking a bit worse for wear. That's gonna be the end of the round.
Still not a perfect though. Might as well be one. MFCR just coasting along right now in this matchup. And again, normally you would see a lot of JD into Behemoth, but it's just not effective anymore for Goldlewis. Through the wall, another hard.
Yeah, it's getting bad. Pressure looped again and again, forces the burst now. Skyfish not going to help us too much here. Deflect shield on the pineapple actually ends up being really ineffective, unfortunately.
We're pulling out the Skyfish. The UMA handing it off with the assist. Bro. How many back turn Ks was that? But we just swing it. No RC, actually.
Oh, but it's okay. Ends up finding the touch. Ends up securing the victory. Proud of the meter not being spent, but the full burst now. Our humble fry cook. Nice throw.
Beautiful backdash. So smooth with it. Immediately into a forward throw. Look at the pressure. Red, nice with the RC. Watch out. There's a Typhoon coming through.
2D. Found the mark. Forces the burst. Pineapple activated. Goes for the jump over. DP, of course we do. No, and the just block thought MSCR was going to overcommit there. But we save our stamina. Don't overpress. Everything works out. 2 games straight. I don't even know how Uma Muse works, so I can't even make jokes about it.
I don't know either, bro.
I feel like I have to play it at some point just to be hip. I don't know.
All I know is they make them run a race and then they put them all on the stage together and have them perform idol songs.
That sounds kind of fun.
I mean, they're stirring. Oh, okay. It looked like they sinked further into the ground.
They were going to the sunken place. Like, no. Oh my god. Okay, game 3. This might be a lobby reset after this one. Silent with the raid, good to see you. Back in it again here, gets the throw, back turn applied. Listen, this character, Leo will never be bad as long as these normals exist. I'll just say it. Back turn normals, well, just the way this guy controls space is so strong.
And another just... Look, I don't blame Red. I wouldn't want to get up either. MFCR just firing on all cylinders. Dash of 5P to counteract the 5K round start.
Could be the final couple choices of the set here. First, just gonna come back as the wall break comes through. Obviously getting that extra little chunk when this happens, but now he's gonna have to make a guess for pretty much the rest of their life here. Headbutt into the pressure. IBFD buys us some room, but how much do we really need here?
And there it is, the flash kick. It's not if, it's when. The great equalizer in this matchup.
Pixel of life, plenty of meter, reversal super maybe on the horizon. MFCR was thinking it too and backs off.
2K is gonna be enough to close it out, Proxy. MFCR with the 3-0 victory.
I promise you, I'm alt tabbed out doing something else while I'm waiting for a match every time. So a little noise would be amazing. 100% I agree there. Listen, I gotta click on the crab, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know.
Or just pop up on my screen and make me choose yes or no, like immediately. But oh, here we go. Now you all gotta place your bets. Choose who you think's gonna win this. Classified versus Jonathan Tene, losers quarters.
Flash back throw, puts in a nice spot, 2K, 2D, there you go. Following through beautifully, and it's gonna be the sword to replenish our resources.
Oh, able to get the overhead there. Burst comes out from Classified. Still confident they can take this with all that tension. YRC is going to get rid of Little Eddie. Oh, no! But lands right into the Pierce. We still have only seen the Zabubu one time so far tonight from Jonathan Tene. Hasn't really been utilizing it a whole lot.
Yeah, it's again, I think it's one of those things where it's going to be kind of hard to implement, and maybe just we've seen matchups where it's not as effective to implement, but definitely something that's going to come through. Again, it's difficult. Zato, I mean, what can you say? One of the hardest characters to play in the game. One of the hardest characters to play in fighting games, right?
Traditionally, yeah. And dying hard as well. There's the dive kick. No guts for Zato, so that should be it, especially with the extra meters spent. Wait!
Wait, and YRC pushed you back out, gets the summon, no. 6P finds the hit. Eddie Gage does just barely run out now, but after this,
not like this.
Wall stick finally happens!
Oh my god! The 5P, unbelievable.
That was almost a content throw. Close one. Still good though. Double close slash force the burst.
Wow. Able to throw that all the way back into the corner. JD once again hitting its mark. And gonna resummon Eddie here with the sword.
I think it's an insane amount of reversal throws. Can I just say that? When I watch him play, it's actually unreal the amount of times he's able to time throws in ridiculous ways. Speaking of which, shark action to close it out. Close slash into the 2H leap to make sure we finish. That's game one.
You know what I was just thinking, Proxy? With everyone talking about the float, the Zabubu. I was just thinking about how much money those artists in the artist alleys who make the pluches are about to make off of that thing.
I saw someone on Twitter post a picture, and it was like Zato, and next to him was the little float, but it was Kirby, like puffed up flying. Listen, put that on a print, and my life is yours. That thing was so sick. I wish I knew the artist so I could plug it. It was so cool.
The people love Eddie.
He's just a little guy.
His redesign is probably my favorite redesign out of any character.
Oh, what an dude. 2P, the dream, still getting locked down, but times the jump perfectly and gets the side swap, as well as a tiny little step back to bait the throw.
Yeah, this is huge. Now actually going to utilize the spinning dog kick here for the hard knockdown. Doesn't want to give Jonathan Tene any breathing room. Zato could be scary to face in neutral, and the throw is going to be enough to close out the round.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
We followed up on the Pierce. Didn't work out. Still got the invite hell, but the staggered 5Ks finds the counter hit, gets that extra little bit of oomph, and now it's gonna be the super to break the wall again. Classified doing a great job of continuing to loop this pressure. Tene has a little bit of meter here, might try and go for the throw. And again, we see it. He's trying to go for the reach.
Over the dash in, nice throw tech, but puts herself right into the jaws of the far slash. 2K in the far slash. Jonathan Tene been going for that a whole lot, but that's +4 unblocked.
What a trade. Are you serious?
One touch, and there it is. Able to get the applause and secure a round. Tene looking so clean.
Wow, 5K to the empty twice in a row. This time we're able to get the throw of ourselves. The air throw follow-up is beautiful. A dropped combo, but luckily Oppose is able to still follow. And within that, look at the amount of damage Classified took on those resets.
Yep, immediately into the Pierce as well. Invite hell applause. Just keep you locked down in the corner, but little Eddie is gone, meaning that it's all Zato, all Tene. Gets the counter hit far slash.
Just in time, we're able to get the summon. YRC pushed away. Eddie Gage regaining quickly here, but can it regain quick enough once we get back onto the offense? How are we going to maintain here? Drunkard to get the Pierce on sandwich situation.
Oh, and there we go. The overhead going to be able to connect. Tene now up 2-0 proxy. Things are looking dicey for Classified.
Yeah, getting away from him just a bit. It's felt like in so many situations too that Classified has been the one asking questions in a lot of these games. But Jonathan Tene is just the clutch factor, man.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Float didn't quite work out. Just blocked on the invite hell to try and take the turn back here. Nice use of the fly.
Close slash. Nice 5P.
Oy, and there it is. Ramlethal to get us fully back in. 2S into the Pierce. That'll do it. Amorphous, no questions asked. You already know. The next round comes up and Tene is on set point.
Full burst as well for Tene. Has that get out of jail free card. Oh, the empty jump into the back throw. Goes for the empty low this time.
Classified. 2 more guesses left potentially here. Gets the summon, pushed all the way to the corner here. Throw comes through, and it's going to be the sword. One more interaction. Meaty Pierce expected. Oh! Oh, and the throw eats up the deflect shield. Oh!
The soul has been stolen. You have been banished from the bracket. And Tene moves on.
I'm just glad to see North Carolina running events, man.
I'm glad to see Kill a Kill in there. You know what I mean? If you want to talk about
what is this on the bottom of my screen?
Oh, RedDitto May. The RedDitto May, that is a thing. I've seen it before.
Game time. Seeing this character once again.
Yeah, RedDitto has a pretty sick Mei, actually. Surprised to see it coming out against Jack, though. Normally, you see them utilize the Ram against Happy Chaos.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Ram getting some rough changes, Mei prospering in the patch as it seems like she continues to do. It makes sense.
I always like Mei in this matchup too, right? With the disjointed normal, she can kind of poke at Happy Chaos, and obviously the Dolphin is really good for just closing the gap.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be in a world where I'd advocate to move off of Ram, but this is like moving to the right spot, it seems. Nice block on the first layer, but the second is just a bit too much. A J2K and a Deus Ex, and that will do it. A close one, round one of Jack.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Look, already swinging with those disjointed normals, trying to keep Jack on toes with the Totsugeki.
Okay, JP got into the JH, 5K in response though in the deep cross up, decent block, but can't block forever.
Light him up! Yeah, sorry, chat. We're just vibing to the song. You know how it is.
Taking the shot well, manages to get the stick just in time. Super once again is gonna live it though, but with the positive bonus. Jack looking to probably go for the roll here. Just dashes up and goes for the 2K instead. I thought for sure that was gonna be roll.
Yeah, it worked out beautifully though there with the BRC slowdown. But I like the pick here from RedDitto. I'd like to see us stick on the Mei, but we'll see what his decision is going to be. Mei's gone down one. Are we going back to Ram or... Yep.
Respect. Okay, going back to the stuff we know. Why would the best ice cream flavor start a war?
What?
Is my question.
What did I miss?
Jonah. I was just looking at Chad.
Let's rock.
Why would that be the starter?
I can see it, bro. Oh, but using the momentum off the blocked rock to just slide on in with a 5K?
Oh, okay. Doesn't manage to get the sword back in the hand in time. 2K, 2D. Backdashes the gunshot, though. The reticle wasn't able to keep track.
Throw into the fast RC. Able to reload 3 bullets before getting the wall break. And so again, most of this is going to be wanting to keep Jack locked down in the corner. Get the wall break when you can, but you always want to break the wall with the super so you can keep the pressure going. You can't allow Happy Chaos to breathe. You got to smother him.
5K and a little delay gets the S into the sword, though. Looking much more comfortable here. Sometimes, regardless of matchup, just pick your stuff. That's all you need to do.
In the J2K, the Goomba stomp, bro.
Through with a beautiful choice, taps the dust. Of course it's safe. Tap it again. Absolutely. Why wouldn't we? Of course we do it again. 3 more bullets left in the chamber. That's 3 more dust, baby.
And a perfect for Jack. Still has full burst. RedDitto's about to get it back as well. But there we go. First blood. RedDitto starting to push Jack a little bit to the corner. So important to be able to get the burst out of Happy Chaos here. If you can bait it out, you usually win the round.
Bull profiles the 5K. She kicks right over his head.
Immediately into the super focus. Oh, and the 5K toe tap burst finally comes out. Does Jack have enough left in the tank this round? No shot. Gets the Deus Ex because of the 1 reload. It built up just enough meter.
I was going to say meter actually at 0 after that. Deflect shield, but unfortunately, Against a lot of other characters, that's a great deflect shield. But with 6 bullets in the chamber, I'm pushing it heavy 4 times, holding my dash macro, and we're back. You think you're gonna stop me with system mechanics? I'm here.
Bro, chat is actually arguing about ice cream now. That's crazy. Why we gotta
Mint
make
chocolate chip sucks, bro. I gotta be honest with you. It's just not it. It's not it.
I agree, but why are we making bad girls fight here, huh?
Okay.
Should we making bad babes fight?
Because mint chocolate chip is not a bad girl. Next match. 2-0.
All right, Ryzen JP, nice! Able to confirm there into the scissors. Banana split's the best flavor, probably. All right, Ryzen JP.
We'll try to walk forward there. The Rock ends up getting protection charged in a row. Nice tech. And we do have the meter lead now. I was going to say maybe we shouldn't back off, but it ends up working out. Finds the space, finds the hit. That little gap that RedDitto leaves in the Rekkas there ends up working out perfectly.
To the success. I thought they nerfed that button, bro. I can't tell.
It stays out here. Like that follow-up 5K. Breaking through well. Maximum possible resources for Jack. Minus assist.
Hold on. Maybe it was nerfed? You see that whiff?
Yeah. YRC is blocked and the sword explosion and the burst put everything in the bag. 50 meter, the burst, and the rest of your life. Crazy ending sequence from Ditto.
Absolutely phenomenal, RedDitto, able to finally get one on the board. Now we have to ride that momentum. Remember, RedDitto is the only player to consistently defeat Jack in TNS. He took a little bit of a break after he won the ARC World Tour Finals, but here he is, back in full form. In TNS, at least. He definitely went over to Japan and rocked them at EVO Japan.
I'm getting threatened with ice cream. Close slash. They go for the roll through 2K. Tap the dust, of course. Plenty of meter here. You already know what comes next. Yeah, also, unflavored ice cream is just milk flavored, and that doesn't sound great. I'm going to be honest with you.
All right. Look. I understand there's a lot of real creamers in the chat here, all right? But we got something else to focus on. Like the sheep coming through with the raid.
2K2D gets pushed back out for the YRC, but it's perfectly spaced for our normals here. And you can see, was throwing in a couple down backs there, was waiting for the burst.
All right, big pickup. No meter to cover it, though, so it's just going to be a regular wall break. Whoa! Bro, there's nothing in his head. That's why the sword went through. Against the close slash.
Just enough to finish the kill. Round up now. Jack could put this away. Sword explosion keeps him locked down, though. Here we go. Mix up time, and it's the JK.
All right, great wall break, positive bonus. Jack's definitely going to hold on to the burst here unless something really changes, and this could be the start of it.
PRC forward. We had already gone backwards. Go straight over the leg with the JP. Jack.
Yeah, you can.
Oh. Never mind. Hold that.
Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Holding on to the burst, but one thing you can notice there actually, the nerf in effect, where the guard break lasts a lot shorter from the sword cost. Jack was actually able to act before RedDitto actually got in to get the pressure going.
Oh, I thought that was a whip. I was gonna throw my computer out the window, bro. That was about to be the sickest whip punish. Out of focus, but not out of options here. Goes for the run-up, dodges the rock. Pressure in the corner here. RedDitto has to survive. You gotta get out of this with your burst still intact, I think.
Yeah, one bullet left in the chamber, though. Now out of bullets, but again, not out of options. patience, Proxy. It's not enough even with the wall break.
Oh, and the 5K into the dash cancel. A beautiful choice for Jack is going to seal it.
Look now, kind of crazy. Ooh, but what's also fire is a good Shirley Temple. I'll tell you all that. Good Shirley Temple.
I'm not gonna lie. All right, we gotta refocus. Listen, you'll get us in between games again. For now, it's back to the action. It's Zato up to bat again. Jonathan Tene, Nas getting the throw already and forcing the burst here from MCR.
All right, immediately getting the sweep. This is a great start here for Tene.
Like, what in God's name? Ends up working out still. 2S into the invite hell. The just block to try and go for the jump scare. The missile drop kick, a nice idea, but unfortunately, good ideas don't always pan out. That's Jonathan Tene.
This is also a run back, too, of a top 8 qualifier match, right? Jonathan Tene was able to beat MFCR in a 3-1 set beforehand. Looking like we're trying to continue that trend.
I like that timing on that burst. Very smart. Turns into an equal sign. I think it was for the jump in. And straight away, again with the DP, the flash kick is massive in the moment.
Oh, BRC right into the 2P, reversaling your reversal.
Oh no, and things are just going not nearly as planned. Walks back to catch him off the tech off the wall. Didn't want to break and go to neutral with the amount of resources and said, I'll risk it. We'll figure it out.
That rarely ever works either, Proxy. It rarely ever works to catch someone teching off the wall like that.
I'll say it, that never works. I cannot believe that works.
You're right.
That fully never works. Every time I've ever done that, I just watch them fly away and go, well, that's not good.
That's not good for Tene either there, too. Great 2K press. The BRC slowdown is enough there for MFCR get the early lead. And yes, chat, they do make alcoholic jarritos. They're called hard jarritos.
Respect.
And they're branded and everything. And they're hella good.
Hard Ritos.
Hard Ritos is crazy.
Our residential fry cook is continuing to lay down the law here. One game up, though. Jonathan Tene not quite out of this yet as he tries to go for the dash up around start. It's not going to work, but the double parry on Pierce just to feel something.
Oh, with a wild assault actually catching the backdash. MFCR's gone for that a couple times where he's actually landed it. Remember, you can no longer cancel red wild assault on block.
Timing on the... Oh, that was a crazy dust after the timing on that 2S. Back to the corner with you opposed. No throw, though. Keeping it crucial as we finally get the command, though. With an RC, it's certainly enough.
Nice close slash there to close out the round. Immediate burst. One thing we saw a lot too was if Eddie was sent out too far away from Zato, MCR was willing to just go for a DP to kill little Eddie, knowing that the Zato punish itself wouldn't be too dangerous.
Okay. That's a good burst point there. Recognize the situation coming up. Neo Judai coming through. Motivational. Good to see you, homie. Appreciate you a ton. You guys are just in time. Losers semifinals. As MFCR is going to break the wall, even up the rounds here, and still sitting on a game lead.
Yeah, put Jonathan Tene in the blender there at the end of that round. With a great challenge back. From a blender to a sandwich. Nice. Bro, I love utilizing leap and break the wall just to side swap.
Yo, you said you're here because school is out. Listen, you got to get your pens out again. We're on the new patch. It's time to learn.
Well, the YRC is going to kill little Eddie, but look how fast he comes back now, Proxy.
Oh, no. Plenty of meter. We're still totally in this. MSDR tried to reset the pressure there. It's gonna be drills. Yeah.
You got the deflect shield, you thought you were safe, but Eddie was waiting behind you, brother.
Yeah, you're getting jumped. The deflect shield is very effective to get Zato off of you, but with him having plenty of time to be able to still commit with an Eddie action, like at best you just like, you nullified like a mix-up or two there, but you're not free to leave.
Fry Cook versus Felford again.
Did you see the other one? Did you see the Danny versus Zato one I posted?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god.
Oh, the We Are So Back, yeah.
Stupid one, bro. Try to get the 5Ks there, couldn't quite get the pickup. Run through, easily blocked. Backdash actually gets caught by the overhead, but the first timing corners him.
Far slash hits its mark.
Ouch. Ouch. Overhead again? You won't. Oh, he wouldn't. There it is. Oops, all overheads again and again. Finding the mark.
Oh, tries to go for yet another overhead. What a press there from Tene. But that missile dropkick always locked, ready, and loaded. As MFCR gets the hard knockdown, you might be in the blender once again.
Ooh, looking for the air throw. PRC. No slowdown, but still control of the screen here as we get the tech.
Oh yeah, wake up Gold Burst, last opportunity here. The DP to kill little Eddie. Oh, trying to bait out the burst there. Tragic for Tene. I don't know if it was trying to bait out the burst or just a misinput, because the leap came out and it looked like maybe the leap was trying to carry MFCR underneath Tene when he jumped up.
Somebody asks, is that overhead reacted? Listen, if you're reacting to that overhead, there's an Olympic sport calling for you. Your mind and your talents are needed elsewhere. we are not blocking those. There's no chance.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Heavy immediate burst there. Bro. Empty jump, immediate flash kick.
Bro's getting banned by Riot Vanguard. Not like this. Straight in, Berserker Barrage. Here it goes. Headbutt. Follows up with the back turn now, and back turn S. Poking things out. 2 games. This could be the last round.
In the blender. This has been such a huge turnaround. If FCR closes it out here, that's a reversal of their first set against each other.
Oh, and it's the same mix-up as before. Last time he found the clean hits, it was overhead throw. And this time, in the next round, does the exact same sequence with the exact same result.
This character at all. But now he has to go up against RedDitto to see which hero will move on to face Jack.
That was Tene, by the way. It was so fun to get to watch you play. Yeah. Super glad to see you entering again. Appreciate you a ton, homie.
Love what Tene is doing there with Zato. Love to see him on the new Soul, too.
True, actually. Maybe one day. For now, though. Whoa! Okay, no.
Back turn P, low-key is the best anti-air in the game.
It's just like...
Just saying.
Oh, 5K. Sets the poke afterwards. 2K. Throws the sword with the RC. Backdash, but doesn't bite on it here. RedDitto maintaining pressure, but unfortunately finishes the Rekka string. It doesn't build the meter they thought they were going to, but best super, of course, it's there.
Yeah, RedDitto had plenty of meter to spare for that reversal. Dash up, point blank, 5H mortal counter is going to get an early positive bonus now for RedDitto, along with a ton of damage.
Guard point stance to try to commit immediately. PRC with the sword throw! Chips in the night. Somehow we're both alive.
Throw in the corner, goes for the OTG. Now we're in back turn once again. Beautiful back dash on that axe kick attempt. And just goes straight into Calvados to try and close out this round. No! Okay, opportunity now here for MFCR.
What a tech. Oh my god, what a dust! No way you burst here.
Yeah, we heard. What's the round? Doesn't want this to go to another round. You just have to find a touch, even if you force MFCR to block, as long as he's not FDing.
Oh, 6P, but he ends up going the wrong direction. Lands into the 6P from Ram in the end. The burst ends up working out perfectly. I thought during that mid combo, I was like, there's no way. No way you spend it here. But like you said, being able to put that pressure down and potentially put MFCR in an unworkable position.
You know, there was a really interesting thing about the sequence at the end there on RedDitto's side. And not a single JH was thrown out. If this was pre-patch, in that situation, definitely RedDitto would have been throwing out that JH on the way down, right? It was so active. But now, with that button being neutered, it became so much more tense for RedDitto in that ending scenario.
I just translated this copy pasta. You are so stupid. Overhead is attempted. 5P in the back turn. Another beautiful choice to get the anti-air. Okay. One of the back turn S. Not going to work out. Super into the cross up. Here it is.
Into the back throw. That delayed overhead with that JS. He was smart there, trying to break the wall as quick as possible, I should say, in order to get that positive bonus.
In the double headbutt. Easily able to secure it there with the meter still on RedDitto's side. Wasn't able to go for the mortal bottle or anything too crazy as we win neutral right off the rip.
Nice. Utilizing that 5P also just to check. Keeping RedDitto honest.
Oh my god, taps him on the head though. JK works out beautifully. Goes for the dash up and just chills. Knew that 100 meter was going to get spent, but that could be devastating still. Overhead finds the mark. Burst has to be spent eventually here. When do we use it is the question now.
Oh, trying to escape. No burst. Oh, at the last possible second, but MFCR was ready for it.
Just held it a little too long. You hate to see it. 1-1 now. Hopefully, we're not stuck on the ground for too long. Because this is what happened last time when we got stuck on the ground for a long time. It did that weird little pseudo disconnect, and then there we go. Okay. Woo.
I'm with the way that MFCR just beats the hell out of his opponents, I guess.
Oh my god.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Back into the breach again. Okay, quick little dash up into the throw. Overhead, of course.
Okay, right back to neutral after the sword explosion.
Rekka breaks the wall, and now RedDitto, massive advantage here. DP's in response just tries to bust out of there, but unfortunately, RedDitto is a little too airtight on that one.
Oh, that was a beautiful PRC in order to get a bigger combo there with a close slash.
Uh-oh.
Through the wall.
Bad to worse here. 6B on the dash up, gets into the back turn. YRC says, please let me get out of here. But with the forbidden try jump.
All right, but locked down into the corner once again. Try to go for the whip punish with a back turn. P unstance, still isn't able to block the burst. Oh my god, JH getting tossed.
Ooh, so short though, into the leap over. 50% of your life. Tough spot now, RedDitto. Safe jump, DP, just flash kick everything.
What a bar slash whip punish. More Tomato, is it enough with the extra wall break damage? Not quite.
Oh no, going a bit outside of his range on that one. 2-1 now is Ditto. I feel like just a little misspaced, a little overly aggressive here. I know that that aggressive style works out for the most part for MFCR, but that was just like a little too overforced on that 2D that ended up being the round decider.
No, I completely agree with you. Just really unfortunate. And that sometimes can be the downfall of MFCR, right? As good as he is, sometimes he will try and force an interaction just a little too hard, and it ends up biting him. He's just such an aggressive player.
Live and die by the sword. I tell you, you have to have respect for it.
Let's get the overhead here.
And again, on just these misspaced big attempts to gap close have been absolutely answered at every single turn. There it is, paying off this time. Drive once again, throws out the shield, easy peasy, takes the round. RedDitto still sitting on a pretty significant lead here in terms of resources and still having that game cushion.
Paying off in dividends, actually. But RedDitto now immediately taking the momentum right back. The double JP gonna be able to secure that overhead into another more Zato. Dangerous position here. RedDitto 1 round away.
Damn. Just like that, set point. Agnes Tachyon. If there was ever a time to tap into that power, this is it. Wildest hold, it doesn't confirm. A heartbreaker.
Power of the Tachyon indeed. There it is, flash kick out. P for the wall break, very nice.
Has resources.
Ooh! Put the flash kick out, catches the backdash with the 5K. Immediate burst from RedDitto. Knew that was going to be a high damage combo. But when's the burst going to come out from MFCR?
And look at the meter here for Ditto. DPs again!
He's willing to throw out these DPs because he has the burst to back it up. Does it a third time!
Is able to block the reversal just like that. Is able to survive. Just needs to finish the combo and absolutely does it. 2-2.
Wow. So, Tachyon, Agnes Tachyon's the name of a horse, right?
And a Yu-Gi-Oh card, I think.
Okay.
But yes.
Because that's kind of a badass name. You know what a Tachyon is, right? That's a particle that moves faster than the speed of light. That's a badass name for a horse.
That kind of goes hard, I'm not gonna lie.
Duel 1.
MFCR going hard as well. Able to bring this all the way to a game 5 here in the losers final.
Whiff a couple times in a row. 2S finds the mark. First blood as we get the throw punish.
Oh. Just a dominating round here from RedDitto. With a perfect.
Yeah, actually unbelievable follow through there. Ditto, the momentum is just building crazy here. MFCR trying to stay alive here, but the trades are not going in his favor. Max resources for RedDitto here. You already know what's coming on Wake Up. Of course! You have to know!
It's not a matter of if. And gonna be able to get the punish here. Burst not gonna be able to save you, Proxy. If you take 158, you're dead. But hold on, MFCR in the driver's seat.
BRC slowdown slows down the recovery of the back turn P and unfortunately whips out RedDitto with the most dominant game we see in the set. A monster effort in game 5. Banger. We gotta plan something.
I know, something special. But we got a special match coming up once again. Jack versus RedDitto.
Connection to the 5K burst from Jack here is looking for the whiff punish there on the standing S. Nice tech and able to re-engage tempo. Good from RedDitto so far.
Momentum is on RedDitto's side at the moment. He'll get the resources out of Jack. Low committal options. I love that with the 5Ks.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Almost back. J2K stomps on the top of her hat.
Just the 5K to break the wall. Once that positive bonus, that was more important than going for a mix-up there.
Oh no, and again, the J2K stomps it out. A ridiculous way to start the conversion here. And has plenty of resources on the hard knockdown. Once again, Jack on the run up, goes for the close slash. Of course, it's a reversal here.
Bro, that music sync with the Deus Ex Machina was actually kind of unreal.
That's kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, just defend. Trying to dash on in and get that 5K punish.
Okay, super focus, 2K, tapping it once again, full reload as we secure the wall break.
Oh, but the empty jumpy is gonna get tossed. And just dash up with the 2P. Jack starting to build that confidence as this set goes on. RedDitto looking to put a stop to it here with the wall break.
Throw the sword. Goes down with the JK. It's a touch too far as we roll in. Nice little conversion here back to the mid-screen. We're running low on resources now.
Yeah, spending the RC also. 2 RCs in 1 combo, trying to bait out the burst as hard as possible. The RedDitto gonna hold on dead fast.
Oh my god, the burst on both sides. Jack lands first and gets the close slash.
Look at my jaw up off the floor for a second here. What a way to close out the first game. Literally, he who bursts first wins.
Well, that was a tough one, game 1.
Yeah, just got to pick yourself back up, though, and keep moving forward. You can't let something like that shake you, and that's not going to shake RedDitto, your ARC World Tour champion. able to make it into grand finals of EVO Japan. One of the most decorated players right now in the world of Guilty Gear Strive.
Couple quick stomps. Falling through beautifully here. Curse applied. Hard knockdown once again secured. RedDitto less than 50% life as we get deeper and deeper into this. Oh, nothing personal, kid. What a roll.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Right, round start scenario. Once again, just getting that gun out. A RedDitto knows the best way to take on Chaos is to smother him.
Oh, and it's definitely looking that way here. Mortabato, no swords in hand though, not a lot of damage. Building up for the setup here, the close slash into the 2D. Taps the dust and finds the mark around a piece again. But Jack has been able to clutch these situations time and time again so far.
For the safe jump. 5D is going to be blocked. RedDitto weathering the storm, able to actually... Oh, no! Still gets out nearly scot-free thanks to the fact that Jack didn't have access to any focus.
Okay. Solid whiff punish here with no bullets left over. Do not let Jack get room. Right away, tries to go for the dash in the air, throws crazy!
Jack still has burst though, going for those burst safe options, the 2K, but perfect timing there from Jack. Ran face first into the counter hit, selling that round to RedDitto.
One apiece. Just as a reminder too, Jack from the winner's side here, so only needs 2 more. If there is a reset, RedDitto's the type of player who can ride that wave, who can ride that momentum. I think if RedDitto resets it, I think it's going to be a quick second set. I don't think he's going to be stoppable. The snowball will be too built up if he gets there, I think.
I completely agree with you.
Duel
You cannot allow him to get that kind of a lead. We've seen it one too many times, Proxy.
Ooh, I actually really like that there. Delayed, went for the 6P when he saw the jump. Was able to answer pretty quickly afterwards. But with that, off to the first. Jack empties the clip completely on his run-up confirmed. Jack is so good, bro. It's so crazy.
And that JH not going to be able to connect. Oh, but what a rising JP. Still able to secure the knockdown with that one sword. Into the throw, PRC. We take what we can get, but that positive bonus is a huge reward.
Yeah, saw the 5K coming, commits to the 6P right away after the PRC. 2D gets the hit. RedDitto, a bit at a time, starting to come alive here.
Safe jump again. Actually just going to connect this time. Gets the burst out of RedDitto. All right.
Yeah, especially that close to the wall. Plenty of time to go for the roll through. Oh, and just like that around a piece now. Whoa.
Oh, but a wake-up back throw there from Jack. Once again in the driver's seat. Starting to lean a lot more into the throw game here. It's only a matter of time till we see a shimmy, till we start to see that strike.
I think my only change to this character is I feel like Deus Ex either shouldn't reload his gun or should only reload a certain amount of bullets. Like half of what you're missing.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly, but Proxy, looks like your premonition may be coming true. Jack with the 2-1 lead here on RedDitto. Has the snowball built up too much? Are we about to see an avalanche?
Could go either direction here. Important swing game, a must-win. 2 in a row is a tall task at any point, but against Jack specifically. RedDitto. Oh no! The banned word in chat. He said, if you can't beat him, join him. It's time for Kyle.
It's time for the king himself. Oh, that's Kai bad guy.
This is the most if you can't beat him, join him situation I've ever seen.
Well, let's see. Jack already looking very comfortable.
Why did he pick Kai, dude? Nice DP though. We're in there.
Oh, with the air throw? Hold on. Why'd he pick Kai? Maybe this is why, Proxy. We're trying to chase up with that JS. 2. Alright, we need to shoot 2S, bro. Recovery doesn't matter. He just shoots afterwards. It doesn't matter. You could add 50 frames of recovery and he's still going to shoot you with the gun.
Dude, the gun is pretty good in that moment. Dash up 2S. Very nice. After the shock stage applied, looks for the flip kick. Is much too far, but that's okay. Well, it's what I would say, but the DP goes wide as well.
Oh, and that's gonna be it. Deus Ex Machina, light him up one last time for the road.
DP the last 4. Nice DP again. Don't worry.
She just.
Oh, just holding FD for his life, but unfortunately, it's not gonna save him. The RedDitto Kai is not gonna be strong enough. Kai's broken, but not that broken.